a dog? Is he alone? Is he at the airport? Is he on a fucking bus? Is he on the plane? Is there a clicking noise? There's probably a clicking noise. Is this a clip show? I don't know if it's a clip show. It's a fucking show. Just listen, goddammit.
Hey, what's happening? Mike Smith, 40-year-old boy podcast. Can you hear who's here? Can you hear what's happening? Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you thrilled? I know I am, folks. Oh, mom's back. I'm so happy, so excited. Because look, I do several different types of shows now. I mean, year 7, this is year 8. Holy fuck. Year 8 has evolved, folks. I can sit here by myself and I can talk to you and keep an even keel. I can sit in a basement with a Mexican dude and I can talk to you guys about that. And occasionally he'll hit a cymbal or blow a kazoo, and you guys are like, wee, it's not just Mike's voice, yay! But the essence of this show, because look, when you talk about cornflakes, you got flakes of corn. The essence of that is the corn. You can't get a flake without the corn, folks. And here's what I'm telling you. The corn is back in this show.
I don't know what that means.
Because Lily Von Stupp has arrived, folks. Now, finally!
The corn.
Finally! Lily Von Stupp has come back to the 40-year-old boy podcast, and we're excited. It's hot in here. It's a little warm. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I got all the windows closed and the blinds because it's nighttime, man. It's fucking. Look, you know my schedule. I'm a jet setter. I'm all over the goddamn place. I'm either by you or here or by my girl, by the lovely Jill, or I'm all over this great land of ours doing things. I'm in a basement. I'm in Chicago. Where am I? Who knows? Listen to the theme song. We said there. Is there a dog in the room? Is he on a bus? Who the fuck knows, man? But today, we are in an apartment at night recording, and we got the windows closed and one light on. It's like, it's kind of, because now all of my poverty is coming to roost, because Lily's usually here during the day, and then it's like, yay, there's a sun, and that shines a light on everything. That's a good disinfectant. Well, now in my house, I've got a half a deflated bed in the fucking living room, and I've got one light in the kitchen that works. That's it. This is literally like... They're gone, man. There's nothing in the light here. I can't find them. That's the fucking problem. I've talked about that in here before. I've bought 3 separate bulbs and they won't fucking screw in there. Like, I can't get the size right.
Do you have any of the ones that are burnt out?
You know what I should do? I should just buy a cake and jam bulbs in it and bring the hole and go, hey, give me a bulb that matches this.
Do you have?
No, I don't. Probably. I don't. That's the thing. I tried to have them for a while, I think. I don't know what the fuck I did with them. I put them in the pool and I shot them. That's what I did. I just fucking Elvised out. I unscrewed them all. I threw them in the pool and I fucking shot them Elvis style. It was me and Mac Davis. Mac Davis came by for a while. We went out there and we did some business. It was fun. So you're staring up at the lights as if you're trying to gauge them with your eye, but I'm telling you it won't work. Because I've been in a Walmart. I've been in a Target. I've been in grocery stores, and I cannot find anything that matches.
Can I make a suggestion?
I'd like to hear one.
Take a picture of it and go to Home Depot, because that's probably where it was purchased, and they're going to go, that's a Hunter 176-2. You need this light bulb for that light kit.
I think that's the 176-1, but I do appreciate that idea.
Though. They're going to look at it, they're going to go, oh, that's the such and such light kit. Here you go.
Yeah.
Home Depot's the place to go. There are people there that will help.
My brother works there. That's why
him.
My brother Glenn. That cracks me up. Hey, everybody out there in South Dakota who's going to Home Depot and talking to my brother about sinks, just know that he probably put his dick in that sink. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. My brother's helping you, and then on lunch he's going in the back and he's watching like bondage porn in the fucking break room while he eats a ham sandwich and laughs. Hey, you know that guy, that big dude who's got a fucking turtleneck on and long sleeves in July? It's because he doesn't want you to see the tattoo of the nun with the ball gag on his forearm as he tries to sell you a lamp. Fuck yeah, he does.
Fuck yes, I want to meet Glenn.
Oh, you would love Glenn.
God.
The funny thing is I was telling Jill about Glenn. And because I love Jill. She's been on board, I think, since the beginning. But now I'm realizing as I see Jill listen to podcasts, like she doesn't really listen to podcasts. I think she just likes the droning on of a sound of a voice in her ears, but she doesn't really pay attention to what anybody's fucking saying, because I'll reference something from the past of the show and she's just like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like she doesn't even know the possum story or some bullshit. I don't know. I made some reference and she's just like, what does that mean? And I'm like, they're a possum. Remember when the possum attacked me in an office? And she's like, honey, I do not remember that. I'm like, you don't? How do you not remember that a possum attacked me in an office and had his little hands? He was trying to reach and grab me, and I actually locked the door so he couldn't get me. You don't remember that? And then he sashayed around the fucking lobby, and he jumped on a chair, and he stared at me like, yeah, fuck yeah, I own this joint. And she's just like, honey, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, what the fuck? Were you just so in love with me you didn't hear any of my things that I was saying and just stared at my photo while it was playing? Like I was like, I'm her Davy Jones. That's who I fucking am. Like when they would throw on a Monkeys album, they just moon and there'd be hearts in the air and they just stare at the photo and they're not listening to him talk about fucking Daydream Believer. They're just like, oh, I just like his voice. Well, that's me. She just heard my fucking mellifluous voice as I talked in fucking circles. She didn't realize I was talking about, you know, finger blasting a stripper and having a possum give me the stare down.
Well, hello. I like it when you combine stories. I want to hear that combined story. Can tonight be a mashup of finger blasting a stripper while a possum watches on?
Well, I got to be honest with you. The much more interesting one is when I finger blast the possum while the stripper watches on. That was a much more interesting story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's do that one.
That was good. But yeah, man. So she doesn't fucking know like what I'm talking about. So I was talking about Glenn one day because I want to go visit him. I want to go see him and his wife and kids. Because again, this is the dichotomy of my brother. Again, because he's an awesome dad. Like he's a good guy and he's an awesome dad and he's got a fucking, you know, great wife who she takes the kids. Like he's got 4 great kids. And they're entered in dance competitions and swimming competitions and all sorts of stuff.
Like a family?
Ballroom dance stuff. Like literally, they will. I think
I'll go for a walk outside.
infinitely better than that. Although that would be fucking awesome if they did that. If they had the same jumpsuits on.
The Schmitty Bob.
Holy fuck! See, that's what we need. See, and because there were you know what? You could actually fit us all. Cause there's 9 squares in the Brady Bunch.
Yes.
So you would actually fit my 5 brothers and my mom. That's 6. Then we need 3 extra squares.
Yes, you need 3 extra squares.
So we would have to. So we got to give Glenn's wife gets in there, and then we got to throw Jill in there, I guess, because Lenny's not dating anybody, huh?
And
Max doesn't count.
Maxon.
No.
He's in the center as Alice.
No. We need. You know what? Because my brother Andy is like banging some chick who doesn't speak English, like she works in a fucking in a factory somewhere.
It's about to get racist.
Well, she's got to go in the center.
I knew it.
She can be the total like maid chick or whatever. I don't even know. I get these third-hand reports of my brother, and it's just like, holy fuck. Because like I said, when you heard about David Sedaris and he and Amy are talking about with their brother Rooster or whatever the fuck, and they tell those stories, and I laugh, and then I'm just like, I got 3 roosters. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. When Jill and I were driving through the countryside like 2 weeks ago, I thought of the story where Scott mean mugged the cop in South Dakota for no reason. I think that's the funniest story of all time. For no reason, he just mean mugged some old man. Like, what are you doing, man? Who the fuck are you mad at? But that's the thing is my brother Glenn. So my brother Glenn's a great dad. He's got a brilliant wife, and she's this fucking. They live in this small town in South Dakota that's got like one road and a mailbox and a light and then like corn. You know what I mean? You're there. They got the corn. And a well like that they dug themselves. You know what I mean? And the only reason they found water in the town is because Glenn threw a jart and it landed in, and then like a geyser came up, and they're like, "We'll settle here." Glenn's like the fucking Brigham Young of South Dakota. He's walking through. He threw a jart in the air, and there was water. He goes, "Up, that's where we're gonna go. I'm gonna build a house here. First, I'll build a Home Depot so I can have a job. Then I'll build a house." Fucking hysterical. So he works at fucking. But he's got kids. But he still has the fucking evidence of his past life all over him. So because I told Jill, like he just, and I think I may have talked about this on here. I don't know, because you've been going a month. But Glenn on Facebook decided, you know what? I'm tired of being the man holding me down, man. And so he decided that he was going to be himself. And he announced on Facebook, hey, I'm going to go ahead and have my normal account, and if you all want to come with me over there, but I'm going to keep this other account and do all the cool shit that I like. That Facebook probably will ban me for, but I don't care.
Send me that link.
Yeah. So then the first picture he put up, I talked about this on here, I swear to God I did, where the first picture he put up was a woman in a latex mask with a pussy mouth. That's his profile picture, and that's his entry into the world. He's like, yes, wait till they get a load of me. Winged freak terrorizes. Wait till they get a load of me. Little fucking latex mask with a pussy mouth. And then I'm in the car and I'm telling Jill this story, and she's just looking at me like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? This? Oh my God. And I said, honey, don't you remember the big bag of porn? Like I told that story about where I saw. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I go, oh my, you're kidding me. You don't remember the big bag of porn? So the best part is then I get to tell her the big bag of porn story in the car, thinking that it will add levity and brightness to our conversation and have her go, wow, that's kind of amazing. And instead, she just gets that look on her face like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? I don't. Because she ran around with a bunch of drunk idiots in Wisconsin. Those are the guys she knew from the bar or whatever like that. But I don't think she ever knew anybody with a bag of rope. I don't think she ever knew that dude. A guy who carries porns of himself on VCR tape.
On VCR is the best part.
That's the best part. He's got a VHS tape of himself getting head at a party.
He was so ahead of the time.
Oh, exactly,
you
right?
have your cock all over your phone now. He had you have a little phone of porn. You have the little
The
phone of porn.
LPOP? I got an LPOP. He had a big BBOP. I got an LPOP.
I'm down with LPOP.
Oh, you know me. He's got a lil, and there's not little, lil phone of porn.
Phone of porn. That should be a band.
Oh man, I actually have some new porn in there that's really great.
Oh,
No, Jill did this thing with her hair where she's gonna laugh at me, but again, she doesn't listen to these shows, so it doesn't really matter. Seriously, she'll listen to podcasts and she'll put in her earbuds and she just walks around and it's playing and she's walking around. She's not listening to it. It's just a voice because she'll play me and I'm at the house and it just makes me just go, I don't know why you're fucking listening to this. I don't know what I'm right here. I mean, I'm the guy. Literally, you could talk to me and we could have a breakfast or something and then you could listen to me later when you're away from me somewhere. But her ritual is to wake up in the morning and listen to shows when they come out, and she listens to me on Thursday morning when the show comes out. So I will wake up, she'll get up, because again, our hours are so freaky. Like, she'll fall asleep at 7 p.m. and she'll be on top of me, and then at 1 in the morning, I'll be like, hey, can we go to bed? And she'll be like, yeah. And then she'll be up at 1:08. And I'm like just sleeping. And here's the thing, she'll bust my balls. She'll just be like, honey, you need your sleep, man. I know you just like to sleep in, you sleep late. And I'm just like, no, I have a normal schedule like a human being. Like if I go to bed at 1:30 and I get up at 9, that's not sleeping late. That's, I got 7 hours of sleep and that's what a human's supposed to get. I'm not a machine like you who goes to bed at 1:02 a.m. and sets 3 alarms to make sure she's up by 2:11 p.m. Because it's ridiculous. Like 2 weeks ago, we went to a concert. I talked about the concert on here last week. And when we got home, she's just like, yeah, she's got to be at work. And so she wound up sleeping an hour. Like, I mean, I think she slept an hour when she got to bed. But that's the thing is she then is wide awake. Because again, the thing where you fucking go to bed and you're just like, hey man, I'm totally tired. And then you go, I got to be up in an hour. So you tell yourself you can't fucking sleep. And meanwhile, I feel guilty because then I'm laying next to her and I'm just out, because I can kind of sleep. I don't have to go work in a secret government location and do amazing jobs that she has to do. I talk once a week and that's it. And then she ignores it once a week. So it's good. We're doing very well together. But yeah, so I was trying to tell her about what Glenn did with his fucking Facebook migration and where he was heading, and I told her I think I showed her the picture of the mask, and she was just like, oh my, what is he doing? And then I showed her because you can see, I think it's in the in one of his photos on Facebook, you can see because it's like on one forearm he has a how would I put this, a Valkyrie, okay. Just a woman in like basically from the back. So it's a full body shot. So she's in heels all the way up and she's wearing like one of those, it's not chainmail, but it's like a bunch of straps. That's all it is around her. And it goes up and it's a thong, essentially, but she's holding a sword. I mean, it's not like she's not in a fuck swing. I mean, she's literally just standing there.
Wearing the harness.
Yeah, but it's from the back. So you can kind of see that she's got it on, but she's in, she's fucking G-string and then she's holding I think she's holding a sword. I don't know, but that's one forearm.
Could just be a penis.
It might be. I don't know. Depends on where he wants to work. I mean, like, when he was at Home Depot, he had to turn a cock into a sword. So it's like, which is weird. They have a department for that there. But on his other arm, he's got it's a nun with a ball gag, but it's not a full body shot. It's literally from the neck up in the habit with the fucking ball gag in her mouth and just the wide eyes. And
what year did he get that? Do you know? Because I may know the girl who posed for the PVC nun in
1982.
I think I do.
when,
I know who she is.
When he was 12.
Yeah, of course.
No, he didn't. I don't know when he did it. All of a sudden he just had it because he was one of those dudes. Like I said, he had a bunch of different tattoos, and he put. I think he's got Live Evil across his fingers. Then he's got
Live Evil or Live Evil. Live Evil.
Could be either one. Again, it all depends on what day it is. And then he's got the tattoo on his lip and all that other bullshit. Because then it's so funny because what I'll do is telling Jill that, and then because then I keep saying things. She's like, honey. And then again, he's got that tattoo in his mouth, and she's like, "What?" And because she's a tattoo person, she's got. It does. He's got a pussy mouth tattoo. Because Jill loves tattoos. She's got, what does she got? 1, 2, 3. She got 4. 4 sexy tattoos. Oh. Falls down, ink all over his fucking apron. So she's like, she keeps talking about getting more. Like she's, you know, because she's got that really fucking. Her most recent one is the gorgeous flowers and vines on her arm, and she's like, the best thing about this is you can just keep adding. Like I could add flowers like all the way down my arm if I wanted, and they wrap all the way down. And I'm just like, yes, I go ahead. You know, because I mean, I'd sexy as fuck. So go ahead if you want to do that. Because she's trying to tell me, she's like, they're addicting. Like when you get them, they're addicting, and you kind of really like you think about going back and getting more. She has, you know, because she has an ankle tattoo that's really beautiful, and as a surprise to me, she had it, and she got it a long time ago, or you know, whatever. And then I just went home, I don't know, a few months ago, and she had it touched up, and then she had an important date to us put on her ankle. It's actually in the center of her tattoo. It's in this, and it looks beautiful. It looks really nice. Cool. So that's pretty amazing. Yeah. And so part of me is just like, did she want to celebrate that special date, or did she just addicted to getting fucking needles jammed into her? What the fuck could I have put on my ankle? Anything. I don't know. How about a clown face? Nah, that just seems weird. How about a recipe for barbecue sauce? Nah, that's long. Well, you know, I'll just throw a date in there. What the fuck? That works. Because we have like 9 different anniversaries of things that you just go, oh, well, this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. And what if she got them all? Maybe she'll do that. Maybe that's her plan. She's going to get them all tattooed all over herself. She's going to look like fucking Guy Pearce from goddamn Memento with just numbers and letters all over her fucking body. She's going to walk around. She's like, hi, I'm Jill Binary. How are you? Nice to see you. She's going to be all fucking code. Just ones and zeros and zeros and ones and ones and zeros and zeros and ones. So, you know, as I've been doing the show with Lily not here, and by the way, Lily, she got her haircut. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I want to put a photo of you up with your new haircut. I don't know if you haven't been online to see it, you got to see it. Do you know who you look like? Who have you been told?
I'm interested to hear who you say.
Okay. Well, especially today, because you have your hair kind of pulled back with that little headband there, and it's kind of flowing out the back there. You are very Anne Bancroft right now.
Oh, that's a delightful one.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so you look to me. You look because it's almost like a mod 60s type of short hair.
It is right now, yes.
And
right now. In the way I'm wearing it right at this moment.
I see.
The way it was cut is a way that I have forever heard I look like Demi Moore.
Ooh.
Yeah. When she had the short cut and the thing to the sides
right.
here, and because I have a very strong masculine jaw like she does.
I see.
So a lot of people would always say you look a lot like Demi Moore in pictures.
Nice.
So I would get that quite a bit, as well as a few others.
Well, I'm going with Bancroft today.
That makes me very happy.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Delightful comparison.
Who cut your hair?
She's stunning. The lovely Miss May, burlesque dancer.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it a routine?
No.
Oh, you should have done it in the club. No. Like you sit down, she does the straddle on you, everybody gets to look at her ass, then she just goes bananas, and Edward Scissorhands the fuck out of your head.
No. We went and we put it in a ponytail and cut it all off for Locks for Love, and then finished the haircut.
Wait, you gave your hair to people? Mm-hmm. That's grim.
There are little children with cancer that will now have a wig because of me, because my hair was long.
Yeah, but your hair smells like smoke and glitter.
It doesn't smell like smoke at all.
They're gonna have nightmares.
My hair smells like happiness and clowns.
Well, yeah, but unfortunately it smells like the wrong part of the clown.
You're wrong.
It smells like a clown cock. Your hair totally smells like clown jizz. That's not good.
It does not.
So these kids are going to be like, Mommy, this totally smells like a happy clown. And wait, it also smells like snoring. I'm sorry. I have a weird thing. I guess that works. And people are happy with getting old hair, but I'm not an old hair guy.
Old hair. It's real hair. A lot of wigs are made of real hair.
Duh. Oh, that's disgusting.
Why is that disgusting?
Because that's what they did in the Holocaust.
No, that is not what they did.
That's exactly what happened. Hitler wanted to open a wig shop, and then look what fucking happened. Everything went bananas. His whole first thing was he's like, I got to open just a small wig shop. That's all I want to do. I want to paint when I'm home, and I want to run a wig shop during the day, and everything will be fine. Well, then, they're like, well, where are you going to get the hair for the wigs? He goes, I got an idea. Wow. And look what the fuck happened. Everything spiraled out of control. Next thing you know, they give that guy a balcony and a microphone, and a bunch of people are in a line somewhere getting on a train. Fuck that. All because he wanted to open a wig shop. That's exactly what happened.
Like
World War I started because Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated. World War II started because Hitler wanted to have a wig shop.
I don't. Oh, man.
He just wants to paint. He's like, I'm going to start paint, and I can't support myself with my painting. And he's like, well, I'm going to have to open a wig shop. I'd love to do it. Well, where are you going to get the hair for that? Oh my God, guess what?
Please stop. I gave my hair to children with cancer. You make it sound so horrible.
Well, because these kids didn't want it. They didn't really.
They do. They're so happy.
No.
Yes, they're gonna have long, flowing lily hair.
Yeah, but then what if you went and you told them the tail of your hair, like you told them where it's been and the things it's done? They're gonna be horrified by that.
Showered. What is it?
Yeah, but your hair has memories in it. It totally knows what's happening. But what if your hair gets sentient? Like, what if they all of a sudden, just by holding on to it, and it infects them with your dreams? Like in fucking horror movies. Dude, that's a good horror movie. What if we did that?
Could you imagine what awesomeness would happen if little girls channeled me with my feminism and my open willingness to sexuality and my happiness with life and stability? That would be awesome.
I was on board of that last one, but
Thank you.
but the first two I was thinking, you know what? Yeah, that's you. And then that third one, I'm like, that's not the Lily that I know. As a matter of fact, I'm just glad to hear that you used a razor blade for something other than what I thought you'd use a razor blade for. You went ahead and cut your ponytail off. You were like, because you were aiming the other way. You're just like, well, you slipped them with ponytail, and you went, you know what? Let's make some kids happy today.
And Miss May did a lovely job, so fuck you.
Well, she did a great job with your hair. Absolutely. I don't know. I don't quite understand why you're going to put it in a trick or treat bag, but what the fuck, man? It seems a little weird. Little kids, you're at the shop, you're getting a haircut, and just, hey, and they just open up their bags and just threw bags of hair, handles of hair in there.
Exactly how it works.
Sounds like it did. You know, there's got to be, but I applaud you though, because you got rid of the hair. Because I'll tell you what, there's got to be like weird dudes who like hang around hair shops and they steal the hair out of the dumpsters and they make like
No, they don't.
girls
They
out
sell
of it.
to 'em.
Oh, all right. Well, good for you.
I'm kidding.
Well, if you're gonna profit from it, that's a good move. But just think about it. There's got to be some like hobo who dives into a hair dumpster and he just jerks off in all the hair, right?
I don't think so. I mean, there could be, but so what?
So what? What are you talking about? So what? That's
Whatever
gruesome.
makes you happy, as long
No, that doesn't make
the
me
hair
happy.
doesn't even need to consent. That's the best part.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. This guy's he could have your hair right now. Some hobo could have come in and knocked off those kids and grabbed your ponytail, and right now he's fashioning like a
Wrap
weird.
around his dick and
Yeah, he's got a furry cock ring.
So what?
You're happy about that?
I'm not unhappy about
Well,
it.
see, here's the thing. Here's why you're happy about it, because it happened before, but it was attached to your head, and you're like, I've had a lot of hobo cock in my hair when it was attached to me, but now
Hobo cock. Oh my god, hobo cock. I want an album, hobo cock.
a band hobo cock.
No, just the album.
Just the
Everyone
sure.
sings hobo cock.
Yeah, I want Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young to make an album called. Oh, you want to recut the album? I thought you said I want to own an
No,
album
I'm
called.
Strip in the hobo cock.
Oh, all right.
And the quiet sounds of the hobo cock. Lily Lindstrom and the exotic sounds of the I don't
Actually, that's the name of that instrument that Peter Frampton talks into to make that noise on the album.
Hobo cock?
It's a hobo cock. I don't know if you know that.
I don't think that's what
It is, because it's like everybody's like, oh my god, what's worse than a Jew's harp? Well, let's fucking call it a hobo cock. Because they had a Jew's harp was like, blah, 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 and they're like, oh my god, you're playing the Jew's harp, and Frampton's like, oh, you think that's bad? Blah, 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 blah. That's a hobo cock in my mouth right now. I went straight up from Jew's harp to hobo cock. Yeah.
Christ.
Well, and you know what? The sad thing is Peter Frampton didn't stop there, but luckily his band kept him from going out and doing this. the jigga-kazoo. They were like, you cannot play that.
Oh my god.
No, sir, you cannot. He wanted to. All right. So much about racist mouth instruments. I don't think there was a point, actually. No, probably not. But so you went. So Miss May cut your hair and did a fine job, and it looks really nice. And are you going to keep it at this? Was it just like a fresh start, and you're going to grow it back out, or are you going with this?
No, actually, it's probably going to end up shorter than this. Wow, you made a face of what?
Well, I did. I just popped my eyes like, whoa.
I've been wearing it long for a really long time, and between the neck pain and the TMJ and the weight of my hair again, I finally was like, because when you take a shower and your hair's all wet, it literally weighs your back down. When it's my hair was almost 2 feet long.
Yeah.
I mean, it was ridiculous. So yeah, so I just was like, I'm tired of taking 2 hours to blow dry my hair because I can't get it to dry to even set it for shows and stuff like that. So I'm probably going to take it about here next.
You going to do like your redhead hair that you had?
I don't know if I'll go that layered. I think I'm going to keep it more in a little more of a bob.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good.
We'll
Well,
see.
keep us posted, please.
Yeah.
When you're back on the show in 2017, go ahead and let everybody know.
I'm not the one traveling.
But then when I call you, I'm like, hey, can I see you? And you're just like, no, I'm sorry.
I'm in town for 1 day from 2 to 4. Are you available?
Can't.
No, I'm teaching a class.
Sorry.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
Sorry, I'm giving my hair to babies. I couldn't possibly come by and laugh for an hour.
Hey, I changed my schedule to be here today.
Did you? You didn't really, though.
Yeah.
No, because you told me you were busy during the day, but then you had the night.
I had a plan tonight that I was going to go do something, and I said I'm not going to do it.
I won't lie. It's about time I took precedence. I mean, because other weeks, because I won't lie to you, because you'll be like, I can't. I am so busy. And then I go online and you're like, having soup with a clown at the Magic Castle. Wee! And I'm like, motherfucker.
I do. I know that.
Huh?
When I can rearrange stuff, I absolutely do to accommodate you when you're in town for 7 hours.
Mike, I'm sorry. I can't come by and do the show. I really wish that I could. Look at me in my yard with a Barbie garden. Wee!
My Barbie garden.
All I know is it keeps you from here. And so these are... And all of the kids out there are sad. Like all of our listeners, they're all just like, when's Lily coming back? And I'm like, I don't know, sir. And they're like, why would you call me sir? I'm a child.
When is Lily coming back? I don't know. I'm too busy being with my girlfriend.
You have a girlfriend?
You're so cute with your girlfriend, and you're always traveling, and you're never here to work on the show with me.
Sounds like you have a girlfriend.
No.
Oh, I thought that was you saying all those things.
You.
Oh, you're doing an impression of me.
It was.
Oh, it's not a solid one. It didn't sound like me at all, really. I'll be honest. So
I like that you have a girlfriend and that you're happy and that you get to go spend time.
Of course. Well, yeah, so do I. It's fucking great.
It
What'll be
really
better?
is.
What'll be even better is when she can come out here,
Yeah.
and then she lives in here, and then she will be sitting right next to you in the same chair, and then she'll actually hear the fucking show for once. Then she'll have to hear what I fucking say. When she moves out here, I'm gonna like duct tape her to a goddamn chair and go, listen to me, motherfucker. I'm talking about a goddamn bag of dildos.
Here's the problem. You're going to have to record it on Thursday mornings. 'Cause
That's a routine. That's the ritual. That's how she does it. I wonder, because you know what's funny? Because when I'm by her house, I'm like, hey, honey, why don't you come? You want to come and be in the show? And she's like, never, like not in a million years. No, I don't. I'm like, just sit on my lap and I'll fucking talk to you and say hi to you.
That'll be an interesting show.
Oh well, one thing led to another, and then. Well, it's funny because in the 80s, like there are all these metal bands like Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses. Like Motley Crue, their record company spread the rumor. Oh my God, do you know that they fucked girls during Too Fast for Love? Like you can actually hear it in the background. And they actually said you can hear these like squishy sounds, and it's them. We recorded them, and I'm just like, that's exactly it. It actually sounded like Virgins put out the press release. You're like, oh man, did you hear all that squishy sounds that those girls made? I can't believe Nikki Sixx was in there with that lady, and she was making all sorts of squishy noises. Fuck that. Give me a break. Who the fuck writes that? Yeah, they're all these. You can hear these squishy sounds on the album. Like, have you ever met a woman? Seriously, I'm sorry. I don't know. There's some woman who got like wet standing up over cymbals. Is that what you're trying to tell me in the fucking studio? And again, then you jam the microphone. As you got to close. Look, that's not a good sound engineer's job. You got your face buried in Nikki Sixx's ass.
They were holding a boom down.
I don't care. You still got to get a lot closer for the squishy sounds. Unless you're with fucking Annie Sprinkle, I don't know if you're going to be making any fucking noises. But yeah, so there was these squishy sounds, and also there's like, I think it's Rocket Queen on fucking Appetite for Destruction, and Axl fucked a girl. He literally fucked her, and they recorded it in the studio, and you hear her moaning and all this stuff, and you hear it on the album, and you just think, well, they put in like girl moans, but then afterwards they're like, no man, Axl totally fucked this girl in the studio, and
I don't know about that.
well, but the thing is, I don't doubt it. That's the thing is, I'm not, my point was, if she sits on my lap, it's like I could do the first podcast where it's like, yeah, did you totally hear those squishy sounds during the podcast? That was her hitting me with a wet sponge, so I'd take my hand off her thigh and leave her the fuck alone. That was her throwing a dish rag at me, so I'd quit saying, hey, honey, take off your pants on the air. Yeah, honey, just hear me out. Wouldn't it be great? Because she loves Howard Stern. I love Howard Stern. Honey, what if we just put you on the Sybian during the podcast? Oh my God. Did you hear that squishy sound? Yeah, that was Jill dumping a bucket of cold water on Mike's fucking head.
We have a Sybian here?
No, I'm saying by her house. That's what I'm saying.
Damn it.
I'll you know what? Now that I know,
I would have rearranged my schedule a lot sooner.
I'm still waiting to find one on Groupon. I'm waiting for a Sybian to come up on Groupon. Literally, Jill will flip through Groupon. She's like, I can't believe this. They sell rabbits and fucking Nuvos and cock rings. And I'm just like, what the because again, there's all those fucking infomercials now where they sell a bunch of cock toys and shit like that. And I get it. And it's always two girls with like their fucking short skirt on just above their knee. And they're just like, and the best part is they have to talk about it clinically. You know, and they're just like, well, the rabbit is good for water play. And if you think you wanted to make some squishy sounds on an album, then go ahead and use it because then.
Hum's a little loud.
Yeah, well, no, but that's what you're looking for. I mean, honestly, you got the Jew's harp, you got the jigazoo, you got the hobo cock. Then you got the hum cunt. You got to throw that in there. Hey, Frampton's playing the hum cunt. Wow, bum 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 bum. That would just be. That's the hum cunt. All right, so.
Right now, there are listeners going, "Why is she back?
Why? How did she not run away? She should not have come."
She came back for the hobo cock.
And stayed for the hum cunt. Why are you here? Well, I came for the hobo cop. Obviously. Hobo cop? I just said hobo cop. By the way, that was my high school plays version of RoboCop. It was not entertaining at all.
Oh my god, it's terrible when you can't get the right.
No. It was like we did Maniac Cop and RoboCop and Hobo Cop. We mixed it all together. Creep. All right, so. So yeah, so when she's like sitting there, it'll be great because she can just then she'll actually hear the goddamn show. She walks around with one earbud in, like it's bananas. And then we'll get on a plane. This fucking cracks me up. She'll because we'll get on the plane and I think, you know, I want to be attentive and talk to her and I think that thing, but then she literally has her earbuds in before she even gets on the fucking plane, right? So she's in line because she's A-list and she's always ahead of me, which is fucking bullshit. But anyway, she's A-list on Southwest. Like she's just an A-list flyer because she's, you know, bought so many fucking tickets and has so many miles. So I'm sort of A-list and well, yeah. And also I'm supposed to be A-list. I had to complete a certain amount of trips by the end of April, but it doesn't matter because she checks in before me. So she's always like A20 and I'm always like A40. So then it's like I'm just, which is great because I get to look at her ass the entire time before we get on the plane. I'm at the back of the line. But you know, we separate. Like, and I don't even know if we're supposed to kind of like, because again, you don't know what you're doing. Am I supposed to just wink at her or look at her? Are we supposed to stare at one another because we're fucking, you know, in love? I don't even know what it does. I don't know the fucking rules. She's an A20, I'm an A40, and I should probably leave her alone for 5 minutes. I'm sure that's what she's thinking. Just, Jesus Christ, motherfucker, leave me the fuck alone. Because the second they like call for A-list, she puts her earbuds in and then she just goes and stands in line. It's not like she's waving at me. And because again, I don't even know what the fuck to do. Am I supposed to just like, hi honey, hi honey, hi honey, hi honey, hi honey? I did this thing where the last time we flew, we were going to Oakland or San Francisco, and she went to go and get a coffee or use the restroom or something, and then they called A group. So I actually went and I brought her luggage over to A group for her, so it was in her spot. And I texted her, I go, A group lining up. So she kind of like ran and hustled, and she comes over, and I was holding, I had my laptop, and we were eating strawberries. We had like strawberries and pineapple from breakfast. But I was going to throw it away, but I wanted to bring her bag first. So I get over to the line. I'm standing there with her suitcase, and she comes walking up, and she smiles at me, and then she gets in line. And she goes, "I don't want any strawberries, honey." And I'm like, well, excuse me, Mrs. Rockefeller. I was going to throw these fucking strawberries away. I didn't realize that you thought that I was waiting on you hand and fucking foot. I mean, I was bringing your suitcase over to be a good guy, but I was going to I was literally going to throw the strawberries out. But she's just like, yeah, honey, I'm done with those strawberries. And it was funny because I know that she thought I was giving them to her to bring on the plane because she'll do that. She'll be like, she'll grab my water and a sandwich, whatever the fuck, because she tries to carry everything. It drives me out of my skull. She's 5 feet tall. She weighs 98 pounds and she will carry every fucking bag and just be buried under it and just fucking like totally like bend at the knees and her fucking, literally her tattoos are sweating. They're running. The ink's running. That's how intense she's sweating from carrying every goddamn bag. And I've got an empty water bottle and the keys for the car. And I'm like, honey, you want some help? No, I got it. I'm fine. And I'm like, oh, gee, who are you proving this to? Is there some high school teacher who didn't approve of you who might walk by and see that you can carry all the bags now and you're a big girl? I mean, I can't figure it out. I feel so like I just want to put her on my shoulder and go, I got you. It's okay. I can lift you and everything else. It's like I said, when she doesn't let me do things, when she's like, you know, you don't shovel or do this. And she's getting so much better at it. She really is. But still when it comes up, she'll be like, yeah, no, you don't, it's cold out. You shouldn't go out if it's cold. And I'm like, I'm a man. I mean, you are aware of that, right? I mean, remember earlier when you couldn't walk because of me? I'm still that guy. And I can carry the garbage out. How does that sound? Honey, you just relax.
Maybe she's afraid you're going to wreck the garbage can.
Maybe. I could fuck it up. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. She might actually. She's probably worried that if I go outside, I wind up finger blasting a possum while a stripper watches on. She can't take the chance. So I mean, I don't fucking know. And the thing is, but I've also gotten much better too, because like and because I'll sit and I'll tell her because I'll do stuff and I'll just go, hey, look, this is what I'm doing and here's why, because I'll recognize that there's a problem because I fucking smother the shit out of her. You know what I mean? I'm just like, no, honey, you can't cut your own meat. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Honey, here, let me chew that steak for you. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, that's nice. It's so ludicrous to be like that guy who's just like, because I mean, and I know it's rooted in the fear of don't go away, please don't go away. I do good things. I've never done bad things. I never done anything out of the blue.
Maybe some of it's rooted in the I really just want to take care of you.
That too. But it's also rooted in the, hey, I don't want to fuck this up like I fucked up everything else in my goddamn life. So please let me do everything I can to make you stay here. And I just want to strangle you and put you in my pocket. Is that okay? I'm going to carry you around like a rabbit, like Lenny and fucking George, and just rub your fucking head with my thumb. I know I don't, but I'm saying there's part of it. I know that that's in there. But I love to take care of her and do things. But the thing is, she does the same for me. So I've literally stopped myself now. Like we'll make breakfast together in the house, and then we're getting ready, and I'll just go, it's ready, and she'll go, do you want tortillas? And I'm like, yes, and then she'll make the tortillas, and then I'll go, what do you want to drink? And she's like ice water. So I'll get her ice water, and I'll get her fork, and I'll get her napkin, and I'll put it all out there, and I'll build her table, and I'll pull over to where she sits, and I make sure that it's all there for her, and then I'll try to carry her breakfast out, and but then. When we're done eating, I will now let her take my plate. I never would before. I would get both plates and I'd bring them in there and I'd rinse all the dishes and I'd wash them all really quick and I'd make sure it was all done so she didn't have to worry about anything. But she likes to take care of me too. So I'm able to let her just kind of take a breakfast plate and put it away. And it actually kind of makes me happy that she does it because it's like her taking care of me, and then I feel like I'm a man and then I'm a child. I don't fucking know what's wrong with me, dudes. I got no fucking idea.
Like your husband.
Huh?
I
feel like I'm family.
When you do for each other, that's what family and lovers do for each other. So you're learning the balance of give and give and give and give and take and take and give and take.
Well, I'm trying to, certainly, and as is she, you know what I mean? But yeah, and you still wind up doing that thing where you're just you pivot when you, because we haven't had time to, like I said, we always cram too much life into too short amount of time. You know what I mean? I'll see her for
live day-to-day life.
No, I see her for 6 days, and then I don't see her for 14.
Yeah.
And then it's but I will say this, like I'm a better separate guy. Like I mean I don't want to be away from her. I don't want her to be gone. But in my head I'm like, I can strap on the yoke of alone and just go, all right, we got to fucking soldier through this. But in 14 days I'll see her. In 13 days I'll see her. Yeah. And like if we were in jail, like I could be in Gen Pop. Seriously, if she and I were in jail, I could be in Gen Pop and I could be just marking the 14 days on a wall. She would have to go to solitary and throw her food tray at the dirty screws. Like she'd be that angry, and because she does not handle it well. Yeah, because I mean I'll fly. Like I mean I'll leave her. Like I left her on last Tuesday, and by Tuesday night it's she's like, I wish you were here. And I'm like, I mean, it drives me crazy. I wish I was there too. And then she'll be like, what are you doing? Where are you? Like, where are you? What's happening? And I'm like, honey, I'm here.
You're not here right now yet.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, because she doesn't sleep in the bed when I'm not there. She only sleeps on the couch. And it kind of drives me bananas, even though I sleep in a chair when she's not here. Although now my bed is a fucking deflated tire. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. So you don't see because it's holding its shape now. But if I lay on it in 2 hours, I'll be on the floor. It's got a small, slow leak in it. You don't know this. You haven't been here for a month.
Do you know where it is?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have the patch kit that came with it?
Well, it's in a bad place for that, and I also didn't find the patch kit. Instead, I tried a few other things to fix it, and I couldn't use the patch kit now, even if I wanted to, because she and I broke it. All right. It was only a matter of time, right? And that's the thing is I was just like,
have you tried Fix-A-Flat?
That's what got us in the trouble in the first place. So it wound up, it busted, because of stuff. And then, because we woke up sunk into one another. It was actually pretty fucking awesome. I mean, like,
hysterical.
Yeah, we fell asleep. We were asleep for like 12 hours and we woke up and she's like like folded on top of me, and we're in the center of it like a fucking rubber taco. I mean, it's just crazy. So I said to her, I go, this isn't right. And she's like, yeah, this is not right. So she tries to move. I try to move, and it's like trying to get out of one of those children's wading pools. You know what I mean? That fucking plastic with the water and stuff is sloshing all over the goddamn place. And so I leaned over and I inflated the thing. And then the best part is she pulled up a tutorial like on YouTube of how to tell if there's a leak in your goddamn mattress. Yeah.
Wake up on top of
Yeah, that's a good clue, right?
Yeah.
But this fucking dude, he's like, we're here to tell you all about, and he's just this like fucking white dude in khakis with a polo. He literally looks like the kind of guys who would run Air Mattress Inc. Like he's that guy. Perfect Bob Backlund haircut and a fucking polo and a goddamn khakis. And he's just like, oh, well, here's the way for you to determine whether there's a leak or not. And then I swear to God, this is their thing. He's like, you need to follow along and listen for any sort of thing, which I get. But then he says, take your lips and run them all along the mattress. And when you feel air blowing on your wet lips, that's when you know there's the leak. And I'm like, this isn't about the mattress anymore, is it, pal? This is a guy who just wants to start licking rubber. That's all this guy's doing. Here, take your tongue and slide it gently along the seams of your inflatable mattress.
Yeah.
And then lick the surface of the mattress. Do you have a girlfriend? Whoa. Hold on, pal. Let's fix the leak and worry about your leak, okay? But then, here's my favorite part. I'm on the phone with like my mom or somebody or like the insurance company. And I shouldn't even tell this fucking story, but I don't care. Jill, she comes home and she changed into she had boy shorts on and a fucking tank top, like no bra, and just, I mean, dude, her body is retarded. And I mean that in a really, like the good retarded way. I know it's not a word you should use. It's just fucking wrong. Like it's like I have these photos of her that I always tell her I'm putting this photo up, and she's just like, you fucking can't. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. Like everybody would see it and they'd just be like, oh, I get it. That makes sense. But then they go, why is she talking to you at all? Like, why is she even bothering to chat with you in any way? And I'd say, well, there's a reason we broke the bed. You have a question? You raised your hand?
I'm confused because I'm trying to figure out if you were on the phone with the insurance about the mattress.
Yeah.
Like,
is this covered under my homeowner's insurance?
It might be.
We had I railed my girlfriend so hard I've burst the balloon that we sleep on. Is that going to be covered by?
I'm sorry, I got really confused.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Maybe I should have called them. Maybe I still got time. I don't know.
On the phone with insurance, and I'm like,
We were reenacting one of my brother's VCR tapes, and when my girl did the cartwheel and landed on my face, we heard a noise. It was something like squishy noises. I think Nikki Sixx was fucking a girl in my balloon bed. Too fast for love. There's a road in Milwaukee, like it's the 43 where I have to go to the airport, and they have a sign, and it's like 55, then all of a sudden it's 45, but they have an electronic sign, and if you're coming too quickly, if you're arriving too quickly, it says too fast for curve. So just tell me that I don't, every single time I see it, I don't go too fast for curve, too fast, you're too fast for curve. And Jill's just like, I don't know why I fuck you. I have no idea why I give it up for you at all. So I'm on the phone with somebody. I don't even know who the fuck it was, and believe me, I will never be able to remember just because of what I saw. Like, she's just in like boy shorts and this tank top, and she's on top of the bed, like on her hands and knees, and she's kind of crawling around looking at the surface to see if there's like a hole. And I'm just like, I found it too. And then she's I don't know if that's disrespectful, but I love her. Anyway, yeah, hope so. We'll see. Well, she's not listening anyway. Like I said, hopefully that goes in the earbud that she doesn't have in. She walks around with one earbud in, one earbud out. It's just like, she's like fucking Little Jack Horner of goddamn podcasts. She's not even pulling half of it. So she's crawling around in the bed, and it didn't rise to the level of writhing, but I did.
Struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling.
Well, I certainly rose to the level of something, and I'm watching her, and I don't know, I don't have any fucking clue who I'm talking to, but then she gets on the floor and she's putting her face, and she's doing what the guy in the video did, so she's like checking, and so she's So, I mean, she's just ass up, face buried in this mattress. And I'm just like, that's what got us in this fucking trouble in the first place. But I couldn't even concentrate on the fucking phone. I mean, she's just, I don't, man. But then she picked it up, and then it's taller than her when she stands it on her edge. And so she's on her fucking tiptoes and her legs, and she's like kind of looking, she's going, I don't see, honey. And I'm just like, I see everything. I see it all. We're at her fucking house, man. She's got a kitchen. She's got plants, right? And they're all up on her cabinets on the top. And she goes to water the plants, and she just climbs up on a chair like a little kid. And then she gets on the countertop, like in her bare feet with jeans. Yeah. And she's like she's reaching up, and she's on her tiptoes, and she's pulling everything. And I'm behind her just taking pictures. I am just taking photos. And she's like, what are you doing? And I go, you have no idea what I'm seeing right now. You have and she's just like, honey. And then, she finishes all that, but I've got these great pictures. And then she gets down, and then she's kneeling on a fucking kitchen chair on her elbows on the kitchen table, reading the sale papers, trying to find cheap avocados. And I'm just behind her taking fucking pictures. And she's like, what are you doing? So she did her hair. Her hair always looks different. Like she can put product in it and blow dry it and make it look a certain way, but her hair's very curly if she doesn't do anything to it. So she took a shower, and then she didn't have any time to do anything to her hair because things happened. And her hair kind of dried softly, and it was kind of curly but also wavy. And I looked at her and I go, you have no idea how amazing you look right now. Because she's incredibly beautiful anyway. Yeah. But then her hair was falling in her face kind of, and her mouth, like her teeth, her smile is just, it's perfect. She's just fucking perfect. And so I go, don't move. I need pictures. And she's just like, why are you doing this? And I go, and so I took one where she wasn't smiling, and I go, okay, now smile with teeth. And then I took another one of those. And she's just like, are you finished? And I go, I could take pictures of you all day. You know that. I mean, I have like 15 gigs of photos and videos. I mean, it's crazy. So then she gets ready to go take a shower. And she climbs in the shower, and I always visit her in the shower. And because why not? You would too. Don't fucking say you wouldn't.
Because that's not creepy at all.
Well, I just have to hold the iPod while she's got her earbuds in the shower. So she can't get it wet. Could you hold that, honey? She's listening to Bill Burr. I'm like, yeah, honey, just get naked and rub yourself. It's fantastic. I love everything. Who are you listening to now while you wash yourself? Oh, my God, not me. So I went in that day, and she's naked, and she's getting showered, but her hair looked like that. And I walked in, and I opened the shower curtain, and I literally my knees went weak, and I go, don't move. And I went and got my phone, and she's like, honey, and I go, just don't get your hair wet. I just said, just please don't get your hair wet. And I go, now look at me. And she looked, and she made one rolly eye face, and then she smiled like 2 or 3 times. And I took those photos, but her hair, she's turned to the side. Like, I could put it up if I could post it. Like, it's just, she's completely naked, but it's
silhouettes. You don't see anything.
Well, no, you see her whole body, but it's turned to the side. Well, I mean, you can see. I mean, I'd have to block some things.
Nipples.
Huh?
Are there nipples?
Oh, there's an absolute nipple.
Oh, well, then you can't put that on Facebook.
Yeah. No, but I mean, the rest of it, it's just that side body, like her thigh, and oh my God, dudes, you have no idea.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna post them. Hold on, let me post them up. I can't. She's fucking fantastic. I mean, she's just ridiculously hot, and she's perfect. She's perfect. So I took these photos. She let me take them, which was really nice. And then I show them to her, and here's my favorite part is always she's just like, honey, why did you take those? And first when I took them, she just goes, are they bad? Do they look bad? And I'm like, you have a mirror. I mean, you know.
See how beautiful you are.
Yeah, you know how incredible you are. You know what you look like, but she doesn't think so. And you can always tell the difference. There's like people who are kind of like, oh, stop it now. No, really, but let's talk more about me. Like those kind of people. And she literally, because I'll tell her, I'll go, you know how incredibly beautiful you are, right? And she'll just kind of make a face like, I kind of don't. And I'm just like, because you can tell some people are just like sucking it up, like, well, no, I'm not beautiful or pretty at all. I don't think so anyway. And they're twirling their hair. No, man. I mean, like, she's somehow convinced herself that she isn't. And I'm just like, no, you are. I mean, you are. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't even. Yeah. So yeah, she's incredibly beautiful. But yeah, so she changes her hair. Like her hair changes all the time. I didn't even know how I fucking spun off into that.
We were talking about haircuts.
Yeah. So she's like hugging the mattress, like she's got 2 arms around it, and she's squeezing it and going, I don't feel any air on my face. And I'm just like, you're gonna feel something on your face. It is not going to be air.
Dirty.
Get ready for some squishy noises.
Were you recording a record?
We had to do a few takes. So, but I had to get my hair cut before I met her parents. I don't know if I talked about this last week because I met Jill's parents. You weren't here.
Hey, I wasn't there either.
You weren't there, no. See, that would have been funny. What if just like me, you, and Jill just traveled the earth together? Like you came out to Milwaukee with me all the time.
Hey, do you know what will get me in Milwaukee?
What's
The
that?
day I get an invitation saying you're getting married, and then I'll go, fuck, I have to go to Milwaukee. Literally, otherwise, not a chance.
We'll probably split the distance on that.
Well,
I would imagine.
Again, I can't. There's not a lot of reasons to go to Milwaukee.
Yeah. Well, if you were going to get that invite, it would have came a few months ago. Anyway, people think so all the time. They write me all the time, and they're just like, yeah, they're like, are you guys, come on, you guys are totally like married or whatever. I'm just like, I mean, yes, we are, but we are, ostensibly we are. I mean, that's all.
Eddie and I are that way. It's like we might as well be, but we're
Exactly. Yeah. I'm
not.
not.
Power of attorney yet for each of you? Have you done that?
I know that I get to pull the plug on her. Is that what you mean?
Well, yes. Do you have a piece of paper that says that? You
No, I
can
just
go
decided
into
it.
the emergency room with her?
I just told her, I go, hey, I get to pull the plug on you. Because, I mean, I'll freak her out. Because that is funny. Because I will ask her questions and I'll be like, hey, so what do you want? Like if something happens and you wind up debilitated, like, how do you want me and the boys to handle it or whatever? And she's just like, why are you asking me this question? Is there something I got to worry about? So now she won't let me cook any breakfast anymore.
If you're not married, the boys will get to decide, and her parents.
Well, no, her boys, and rightfully so. You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is, like with Eddie and I, we have that so that if I'm in the emergency room, they can't say, and how are you related? They'll be like, I have a power of attorney over her health if she's incapacitated. That's how. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, great, come on in,
Come on in.
Yeah.
You have the door blocked?
Great.
What kind of hospital are you in?
Well.
It's got more security than Hitler's wing shop.
Me?
True. Well, you've got to have like a Lily von Stupp wing at this point.
I kind of do.
The fuck yeah. So I don't know. We've talked about it, but I don't think we've ever really officially. I mean, there's nothing on paper or anything.
Okay, well, you should do that.
Well, eventually, yeah.
It's been 5 years.
Well, yeah, I know, but we probably need to spend more than 6 days together in a row before I start getting power of attorney from the poor
Okay,
girl.
So it's been a year that you've been together out of 5.
Yeah, pretty much. When you look at cumulatively all the dates, we've been together about a year. Unless texting counts. And he's like, whoa, all right. Yeah, we're texting married, certainly. So I don't know. I mean, because I've asked her about that. I literally asked her because she, she had some like stomach pain and some weird like side pain. And I'm like, you got to go to the doctor. We got to go to the doctor. We got to do this. But she's a bad doctor person. That sounds weird. That sounds like if there's punctuation there, like she's the person who likes bad doctors.
Or she is a doctor who is bad. She's a bad doctor.
Oh, she's a bad doctor person? Oh, boy, that's my favorite Showtime show, by the way.
Bad doctor person?
Oh, Bad Doctor Person's really good. Yeah.
Not as good as Dice.
Oh, not my.
By the way, there's an episode of Dice that will relate to the story earlier with Jill where you're just going to go, holy shit, how did she get on the Dice show?
I'm so mad that you've seen them all. Like, because I didn't know you could stream them all. So I just watched the one last week at her house. And I talked about it on last week's show. And now, dude, my fucking DirecTV is out. Get this fucking story. So Jill, I have DirecTV, and we had a bunch of wind here on like fucking Tuesday this week. I don't know, and it was crazy windy. And I'm in the house, and I said, where was I? Was it the night I did poker? Thursday? Yeah, it was. Yeah, because it was Thursday night. That was when all the wind hit. So I got home from poker. It was like 11:15 or whatever. So I sat down, and of course, me, I'm gonna watch Perry Mason. It's on at 11:30. Actually, I was going to record it. I was going to watch the hockey games that I'd taped because the Kings were still on. So I fucking, sure enough, man, I go.
You lived a life.
Oh, dude, let me tell you.
Record Perry Mason.
When I'm away from Jill, like I said, that's what I do. I watch fucking Perry Mason and the fucking cake shows and all that bullshit. I watch the Spring Baking Championship, and I'll get to that in just a fucking second.
Oh shit.
No, yeah, don't fucking get me started. So I'm sitting here. And I'm watching DirecTV, and there's like wind, and it's crazy. And I was actually really excited because I like being in the house when there's wind, because you get to hear monsters outside, but you're not outside. Well, because it's like, you know what? It's the time when you can actually. God, I'm so happy I'm not a hobo. Like it's like so cool. Like I told you, I love being a spy. Like I love, and I've convinced Jill now to be spies with me. I'll go, let's go be spies. And so it's like we'll lay in the living room with all the blinds closed and everything, and we'll just hear everybody outside doing their stuff, and it's like total spies. Like we're totally listening to them. They don't know. Even better is when I can just like I'm like let's be spies who have sex, and then it's like that we're totally spying, and also I'm like I got my head between her thighs, and I'm like I can't hear anything, but that's okay. All I can hear is squishing noises. Are we making an album? She's gonna fucking murder me. Like all that. She's gonna just be like, and again, she won't hear it, but someone will tell her. Like someone will write her and just go, hey,
squishy thighs.
Yeah. So I sit down and I like a storm. I like to hear storms. It's better when I'm with Jill because we can hear storms by her. But here I was just like, oh, wait, it's gonna be awesome to hear it all night. And sure, I'm here like 9 minutes, and all of a sudden I just hear this huge noise, and my DirecTV freezes, and it's been frozen ever fucking since. This is Thursday, and I knew because it's happened to me once before. The one time I was sitting here and the dish just fell, like all of a sudden it just fell in front of my door. I'm like, holy fuck! So I immediately called DirecTV. It's like 11:40 at night, and of course nobody's there. They're not fucking there. The only people who are there in Romania, they're playing chess with their children or whatever the fuck, instead of taking my customer service call, whatever they fucking do in Romania. I don't know. They're eating rats.
Playing chess and eating rats.
Yeah. Well, it's the Eastern Bloc. That's what happens to those people. Well, you know what? They let fucking Hitler rise to power. He did a bunch of crazy shit. And now over there, it's like they're still feeling the repercussions. Look at fucking Russia. I mean, Russia, I hear about Russia. Again, like I said, you look at a dash cam, I don't think there is a Russian word for stop. I have no fucking idea. These dudes are just driving like 97 miles an hour and they're running into fucking bushes and poles and mailboxes. The only way you stop in Russia is when you have an accident and your car doesn't go anymore. I want to see Russia from space. Because it's like, you ever see those like fast motion things in our country where it's just like cars zooming all over the place and headlights? That's all Russia looks like from fucking space. It looks like a lava lamp with all the fucking lights just rolling around and shit going back and forth. Those people, and I don't blame them, because you figure if you stand still at any point in Russia, you're going to get thrown into the gulag. That's what I heard. Yeah, because they don't like gay dudes and they don't like anybody standing still. That's it. You're done. And a gay dude standing still, oh my God, forget it. What about a gay dude running to stand still, singing ah la 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 day, ah la 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 da day, ah la la da day. Jill just turned it off. She hates you too. All right, so what are we talking about?
DirecTV.
Dude, I sure it's fucking noise. It fries. I call them like 11:30. Nobody's there. They don't answer the fucking phone, so I can't schedule an appointment. And I have a maintenance contract. Now, I'll tell you what, in California, that's just fucking gravy. Because I've only had to have them come out and look at my dish like 5 times in 11 years or 12 years or whatever the fuck. Actually, I've had it like 15 years. Jesus. And then they're always shocked when I call too, by the way. They'll be like, oh my gosh, it seems that you've been a long time customer of ours. And I'm like, yeah, fix my fucking shit, man. But sure enough, I couldn't get anybody that night. So then the next morning I call and it's Friday morning. And I said, hey, it's obviously the dish. Something happened with the wind. And she's like, great. She goes, we'll have somebody out there Monday. And I'm like, it's like Friday morning. You can't squeeze anybody in. She goes, well, right now the soonest we have is Monday from 8 to 12 or from noon to 4. I said, the hockey playoffs are this week, right? Like the Blackhawks are on like all weekend. I go, I don't really care about anything else. And she's just like, yeah, I'm real sorry about that. But you can actually watch something on your DVR if you'd like. I'm like, oh, that's how TV works? Thank you for explaining to me. Disembodied voice from the customer service department who decided to tell me that my on switch works on my fucking goddamn television. Are you shitting me? You're going to fucking patronize me? Come fix my nonsense, man. But she's like, no, you can watch. And there's also thousands of on-demand shows that you can get to watch. And I'm like, I don't want to watch.
On-demand show if you've got no satellite.
Exactly. But she apparently decided that I could. You know why? Because she wanted to hang up the fucking phone. When they don't have answers, they don't have any of that shit, they hang up they just want to get rid of you. So there's nothing I can do. It's that thing where I want to yell and scream, and I go, well, look, can you put me on a different list? She goes, oh, yes, if there's an opening, they'll definitely get there sooner. Well, fuck. We're recording this on Sunday night. They'll be here tomorrow afternoon, I would assume. I hope. At least that's what they told me. So I haven't had TV all fucking weekend.
Are they going to give you a discount for the days you don't have service?
Yes, I will call and make sure that. So anyways, that happens to me, right? Well, Jill just switched to DirecTV like 2 weeks ago. And they came and I was there when they put it in. So, because I don't need a couple of dudes in the house when she's there by herself. And I'm just like, just because who knows? I've seen a lot of fucking shows. All right, I've seen the murder shows Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've seen the murder shows and I've seen the porn shows. I've seen the murder shows where the two of them overpower her and they find her skull in the basement in 9 years. Or I've seen the porn shows where they're just like, hey, how you doing? Can we install this dish, Miss Squish? And then everything goes bananas. And I recognize that she would have to have a part in that, and she wouldn't, of course, unless they were big burly guys, because that's what she likes. Anyway, she's going to kill me that I said that. Who cares?
Well, here's the thing. It will end with the murder anyway.
Pretty much. Yeah, some sort of suicide pact, or someone's going down.
Well,
But I wanted to be there for it, so they put it in her fucking dish. So she calls me, and she's like, because I texted her about my DirecTV issues, and she's like, honey, I haven't had DirecTV for 9 hours. So she finds out that, because they put the genie in her house. So she's got a genie in her living room, then she's got a box in her son's bedroom and in her bedroom. And, you can share the DVR and all that bullshit. Well, her service goes out because the dish they put it in a faulty place. They put it on like a transom, like an overhang, and it was rotting wood. So it fucking fell. So her landlord comes, he's like, well, I don't want it back up there. So he puts it to the side. She calls to get them to reinstall it. And they said, well, what's your name? And she gives her name. They go, that's not the name in the account. Now, because DirecTV has merged with AT&T, Jill and I share our cell phone plan, and it's under my name. Yeah. I put her on my plan. So we had this weird fucking thing when we were getting the DirecTV where they kept thinking she was me, and they would call my phone to talk to her. It was just a mess because DirecTV and AT&T don't talk to one another very effectively. Yeah. So it took forever to get her email set up and all these different things because they weren't sure what they were going to do. So they go, that's not the name of the account. She goes, well, it could be under Mike Schmidt. That's my boyfriend, and he has DirecTV, and he referred me. And they go, no, it's not that name either. And she says, well, what's the name? And so they go, well, can you get your access card out of your satellite box, please? So she goes to the fucking box. She pulls out the access card, and they go, what's the number? They give it to her, and they go, all right, well, this is weird. They go, this number doesn't even match the name of the person that we have on file. She goes, well, who does it match? They go, well, it's a different name entirely. Well, she goes, is it Mike Schmidt? She goes, no, it's not your name or his name or the name of the person that we have associated with your equipment. So the guy, this is never good, okay? I've had this from American Airlines. We've had this before. When the DirecTV security representative says, wow, I've been doing this for 8 years and I've never seen anything like this. Nothing good is going to happen the rest of the afternoon. Like nothing at all. Yep. So he starts asking her questions, and then he's trying to find this out and who this person is and where they're going. And again, a million fucking things. She's on the phone she told me it took 7 hours. She talked to 9 different people. Finally, she gets transferred to some guy who then starts acting like she's a fucking thief. He asks for her social security number and her name and her address and where she works. Like, he wants all this information about her. And she's like, why are you doing this? And basically they thought that she had cloned the box and stole the access card to have it in her house. And she's like, well, why the fuck would I call you for help? Like, why would I ever do that? So they started to put her through the fucking ringer, and she's getting frustrated because she had been a client of another company for a long time. Yeah. And I kind of pushed DirecTV and like, you should switch. It's really good. Yeah. It's a lot better. And but the reason she never switched is because she had this email address for like 11 years. Yeah. And she's like, I just don't want to get rid of that email. My son's school has it, whatever. Yeah. Well, then finally she got, the one thing that does speak to Jill is that will defeat inconvenience is saving money, because she loves deals. Yeah. Like when she was at my house a couple weeks ago, we were here for a day. We drove in from Wisconsin with my new car. We were here for a day and a half. We got here Tuesday night, and that's when we slept and we broke the bed. And then the next morning we got up, and we were flying to San Francisco on Thursday. So we wake up Wednesday morning, and she's like, honey, because I had to do some stuff with the show and edit and everything. And she's like, why don't you take care of that, and I'll go to the store and I'll get some breakfast. Or I think I was recording, actually. I think I had to record. So she comes home. She's like, I'll make breakfast. She texts me, can I come in? She comes in. She's like, honey, unbelievable deal. She bought 36 eggs. She bought 18, like a dozen and a half containers. She's like, honey, these were $1.19. I go, great. Who the fuck is going to eat 36 eggs? And she's like, well, you can eat them when you come home. And I go, honey, we're flying to San Francisco tomorrow. I'm going by you for a week, and I'm going to be back. And she goes, and then she doesn't have like a sense of humor in the moment of, honey, you just bought You bought a farm. Like, what the fuck did you do that for? Like, and so I'm teasing her about it, and then she's just like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it wrong. I mean, if you want me, I'll just take them back. And I go, no, I'm not scolding. I'm not that guy. I go, but you bought 36 eggs, honey, for the two of us. I go, we make 7 eggs with like peppers and potatoes, and then we eat that for 3 days at your house. She's like, well, I'm sure you'll find something to do with these. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to egg you for fucking buying 36 fucking eggs. Do me a favor, put those boy shirts on and bend over, and I'll just start whipping eggs at you. It'll be fucking fantastic. By the time we're done, the egg whites that drip off you will seal the leak. Everything will be a miracle. So man, what are you doing? You going to the fridge? They're there.
That's a lot of eggs.
But look at the container with the blue top. Pull that out.
That's egg salad, isn't it?
No, just pull it out. She's in my fridge right now. That's the eggs we made before we went to San Francisco. I'm still eating them. I haven't even had the opportunity to cook new eggs. I'm eating 2 breakfast tacos a day. I went and bought tortillas. I mean, I've eaten 6 breakfast tacos this week. So now that fucking eggs are still there. And I got the other like dozen or the, 30 eggs.
20, yeah.
Well, she told me, she goes, you can totally eat them. You'll be fine. And because my trainer's like, dude, you should eat eggs every day. And I'm like, I know. And I want to eat eggs every day, but I can't eat fucking 9 eggs a day. I can't.
Make them hard boiled.
I'm not fucking
Juice
Cool
them.
Hand Luke.
Juice them.
Juice the eggs, just whip them up.
Eat them raw.
But it's like I'm not. The only time you eat 36 eggs is in a prison bet. Like it's the only fucking time. I'm sorry, George Kennedy died. He's not here to be my hype man. I can't do this. So she's like, you should just boil the eggs because I have an egg cooker. My trainer.
You should boil the eggs
Well,
and you should eat them for weeks.
Yeah. Yes. Fine.
Shower with them. They're great for your hair. I don't know.
But like crack them into a shampoo or something.
Being an idiot.
What is this? The 20s? Like, what are you trying to be now? It's like, it's not the depression. I mean, I'll figure out something to do with the eggs. I do. There's clearly I have a lot of eggs. But that's not the kind of food you can give away. You can't like go to a neighbor and go, "Hey man, you want 30 eggs?"
You can once.
Maybe.
And then they stop answering the door.
But that's so she bought 36 eggs and it just made me laugh. So she's talking to this guy on the phone, and so to save money, she got this DirecTV deal, and they gave her like all these channels. She's got all the movie channels for fucking 6 months or a year, and they gave her free Sunday ticket. Like it was when you looked at all of it, she saved so much money. She's like, I can't afford not to do it.
Yeah.
So she made the switch, and I've always been a huge champion of DirecTV. But of course, then she gets it, and within 2 weeks, she's got counterfeit equipment with a different access card. They fucking shut off her service. They were just like, well, we'll see what we can do about. And so she's on the phone. She finally gets this guy Johnny on the phone, and he's like, you don't have to talk to anybody else. We're gonna get this fixed, Jill. I'm gonna do this for you. She hasn't heard from Johnny in 3 fucking days. And I talked to her about it. Now I don't even ask about it. Like I haven't asked about it the last 2 days because I know it's just this incredibly depressing thing. So she's like watching the Roku, which is fine because we have the Roku and she's got it at her house. But I don't have a fucking Roku here, so I've been without DirecTV, and I can't watch thousands of on-demand shows. But luckily I had a lot of Cake Wars recorded and stuff like that.
On-demand has fucked both of you right now.
DirecTV has, certainly.
DirecTV,
yeah. And it just seems weird because now we're apart from one another. So the one thing I would do is I would dive into Cupcake shows. I can't even fucking do that. But she's got the Roku at least, so she can watch Sleepwalkers Who Kill or whatever the fuck she was watching tonight. She's a good Netflix person. Like I would always see people on Facebook and they'd be like, I'm gonna go ahead and just fucking do like Netflix Lotto and pull up something I've never seen. And she does that. She'll pull up like there's like I said, she hasn't seen The Godfather, but she'll watch some fucking third-rate comedy with Rob Lowe in it, and she'll be like, yeah, it kind of sucked. And Rob Lowe's funny, but I'm just saying she'll find some movie and she'll just go, yeah, no, it wasn't that great. I'm like, well, dude, you haven't seen The Godfather. Just watch the fucking Godfather. I don't know. Strange.
Seems very ominous to sit and watch The Godfather.
No, come on.
It would be like if somebody said to you right now, you should read Atlas Shrugged. No, that's what people do when they're 19. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, when you've made it to that point, you've never seen The Godfather. To go back and watch The Godfather feels like, oh, I'm finally getting my bris.
That's awesome. It's like homework. It's a really good point. Yeah, I never even thought of it like that.
At this point, I think it's kind of like, it just kind of has to be on while we're sitting and there's nothing else on, and so we watch it, and I go, oh, that was really great. But to sit down and go, I have to watch The Godfather now.
It's almost like a
7
sentence.
long.
Yeah, and it's serious. It's you know, it's
it's
exactly. Yeah, it's a really good point.
I think maybe that's kind of why it's like, I think I'll watch Rob Lowe with half an ear. Because I do that sometimes. I'm like, that's a really good film. I don't, that's kind of heavy right now. Oh, look, Family Guy's on. And I put it on and then I keep working.
Well, I'm terrible. Like I said, I got 2 whole seasons of Justified. I got 2 whole seasons of Mad Men. I got all this stuff on I got both seasons of Better Call Saul.
Wait a minute. You got to watch all of that right now.
I got John Wick, which I've not seen. I got like all these movies.
All of Better Call Saul and catch up.
And yet I watched the Spring Baking Championship. That's what I wind up watching. And Chopped. I have to watch them. But now tonight is Sunday. Tonight is a new Spring Baking Championship. I can't watch it because my DirecTV is out.
The game.
So I was going to call Jill and I go, hey, can you do me a favor? Tape the Spring Baking Championship. I can watch it when I'm by your house this week. Holy fuck. She doesn't have DirecTV either. They better rerun this fucking Spring Baking Championship or I'm going to go to work on somebody. God damn it. I don't know. I understand there are thousands of on-demand titles I should be experiencing right now. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to do it because of the 771 code that's blinking on my goddamn television screen, you fucks.
No, not the 771.
Grim.
Oh.
Yeah. Which sounds like a cop show that for like Hulu. Yeah. Dude, did you see the 771? No, my DirecTV's out.
I'm sure 7 cast members that never made it past Saturday Night Live are on the 771.
I think Randy Sandberg's on it. You know what I mean? Like they got those guys, like the knockoff guys. Andre Maurer, like they got those dudes. Fuck, where are we talking? So where were we at? We were talking about
her thing fell off and she doesn't have DirecTV either.
So yeah, and it turns out now she's got a house full of hot equipment. So then she gets an email yesterday like, we're canceling your service. Because she was like, can I just quit and just go back to it? And they're like, no, you signed a 2-year contract. So if you leave, it's like it's $24 a month for 2 years. And you got to pay that no matter what, even if you quit.
And they canceled her service?
Well, no, because then I'm saying the next day she got an email and it said, we're canceling your service. Because the day before she was like, can I just bail? And they're like, no, man, you signed a contract. So then the next day she gets an email and I go, honey, this is your out. This is your fucking bulldozer. If they're canceling you, then let's go, hey, motherfuckers, I'm out. And just go get your other one.
Equipment up and get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah, but I feel bad that that's the way it's going because I'm that guy who's like DirecTV's the greatest. It's so awesome. It's unbelievable. But it's because I live in a place where there's no weather. But it wasn't even the weather that got her. It was like rotten wood and stolen equipment. Like which also, by the way, sounds like a terrible porno. That is like the worst porno of all time. Rotten wood and stolen equipment.
Ron Silver's in that. Just watch the Anita Hill thing.
Ron Silver?
No, Long Dong Silver.
Oh, Long Dong Silver.
That
Oh.
was the porn guy in the Anita Hill.
How was the Anita Hill thing?
Good. You know, I remember it. I remember watching it. I remember sitting in front of the TV going, our country's fucked. And now I kind of look back on it going, I miss the days when they were discussing porn in the Supreme Court.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about that instead of...
It was good. I mean, it was, and I think it really gave Anita a good face, and it let you see behind the scenes of what she had to deal with and who she is as a person. And I have no idea if Clarence Thomas had anything to do with this either, but if he did, you kind of saw the dick he was in the way he presented it all. You know, I walked away unsatisfied. He's on the Supreme Court, for Christ's sake. You know, you couldn't change the ending.
He won.
Yeah, and he did, and it was terrible. And to see how it all played in the back, even though you kind of knew that, it makes you sick to your stomach.
Well, I remember this when it happened.
Yeah.
You were just kind of astonished by it, and it all looks quaint now when you look back. But
it doesn't look quaint. It looks corrupt and terrible because it was.
Well, the in-depth, but I'm saying on the surface, if you just go, oh, this is a guy who, you know, he talked about Long Dong Silver and he talked about porn, and you're just like, oh, so what? Everybody fucking does that now. But in reality, you know, he you know.
He was a horrible person and still is, and they treated her unfairly, and they broke laws, and they did terrible.
Well, the important thing is he still is. He still is a terrible person.
Yeah.
I'm sure. How many times has he gone into his clerks there at the court and said, hey, I just found a pubic hair on 36 eggs. You guys can get me at Mike and Mike Schmidt Comedy. That's a good place to end, right? Pubic hair on 36 eggs. What the fuck? Why not? I'm already in enough trouble. I hope Jill listens to the good half of the show in the right ear and then just lets the bad half go out the left earbud that hangs by her fucking hip. You guys can get me at MikeandMikeSchmidtComedy.com. You guys can be my friend at Facebook.com/the40-year-old boy. You can follow me at Twitter.com/the40-year-old boy. Our friend David Hernandez does all the music and the artwork for this show. You can find David at artbydmh.com. First of all, you can find him at facebook.com/DavidMexHernandez and be his friend there. He does a lot of Facebook stuff that you need to see. But also, if you want to hire him to do some artwork, go to artbydmh.com, artbydmh.com, and you can buy his Valscapes, his Gaicons. You can hire him to do any sort of artwork you might want him to do. The man's ready to do it. He's a Renaissance man who's ready to bring his talent to you for all the green in the world. So hire him, and he will do what you need him to do. Maybe not a hand job, but he will paint. He will paint you. He will paint you like one of his French girls. Possibly. So ask him. I dare you. I dare you to write him and go, will you draw me like one of your French girls? And for how much? I can't wait to hear the quote.
That art?
Yeah, what the fuck? Why not? So that's Dave at artbydmh.com. Go ahead and find him there. Ryan Dirks does all the website stuff for this show. And I want to throw out a special shout out too, because Ryan does all the web stuff that I ask him to. He's so cool. And our friend Michael Wayne helped me out this week with a lot of web stuff. So thank you, Michael. That was nice of you to step up for me and help me out. And then he also told me a story. He's like, hey, you mentioned my name on the show once, and my girl was walking by, and she went, did he just say your name? And it turns out that I did. So I did it again. So turn this up, Michael. Turn it up, man. Is that Michael Wayne Freedom Rock, man? Yeah, man. Turn it up, man. And your girl will hear it. So thank you for all your help this week. And, of course, our producer of this show is Lily Von Stupp, back in her rightful spot, back in her throne, back where she belongs, back for the attack, back in black. All of those things, she's back. She's here now. You can find her at facebook.com/Lily Von Stupp. You can't be your friend. She's all full up, but you can look at her page and see cool things. While you're there, you can think to yourself, well, you should probably follow her on Twitter. So you can find that's infinite. You can do that. She's totally accepting people on Twitter. She's got several different Twitter accounts, twitter.com/MNTs, twitter.com/Lily Von Stupp, twitter.com/HollywoodBQFest, and twitter.com/Boobdini. Go ahead and find out all about her Vagic, which she's about to put on later this year in front of a bunch of magicians in a room, and she's all nervous about it. Also, you can support our good friend Lily at her Patreon page. If you go to patreon.com/Lily,
Yeah.
that's Lili, patreon.com/Lily. Go ahead and help her out, donate monthly and things like that. It helps her accomplish the art that she wants to accomplish in the way that she wants to accomplish it. And if you guys line up behind her and help her out, there's nothing she can't accomplish. So help her out at patreon.com/Lily. That would be cool. But if you'd like to write her a personal note and find out if Mrs. Von Stupp, you're trying to seduce me, you can write her at Lily at burlesque411.com. That's Lily, Lili, at burlesque411.com. And you're actually wearing leopard print, too. That worked out perfectly.
Summer loving had me a blast.
Summer loving happened so fast.
I met a girl crazy for me.
Little boy, cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away to all the summer nights. Tell me more, did you get very far?
Tell me more, what does he have a core? Affirmative.
She swam by me, she got a cramp.
He reminded me, got my suit down.
I saved the life, she nearly drowned.
He showed up, splashing around.
Summer sun, something's begun. Whoa, the summer nights.
Tell me more, was it love at first sight?
Tell me more, did she put up a fight?
Get off of me.
Took a bowling in the arcade.
We went strolling, drank lemonade.
We made out under the dock.
We stayed out till 2200 hours.
Summer fling don't mean a thing, but the summer night. Tell me more, but you don't gotta brag. It turned colder, that's where it ends. So I told her we'd still be friends. Then we made our true love vow. Wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams ripped at the seams. But oh, those summer Here is your soup.
Want to remind you folks about the Monday Night Teas every Monday night at the 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica. I happen to know the producer of that show. I've told you that before, and then you're all doubting it. You're like, you don't know the fucking producer of that show. And then, you know what, folks? I produced her. I produced her, that producer this week to prove it. She is Lily Von Strupp. Hi, Lily. How are you?
Hi, I'm great.
I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy that you're still doing the 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica.
Now,
Well, we'll see.
we're dark in June. All June. I've taken the entire month of June off. There are no shows in LA.
Do you know that's why the never mind.
Go ahead, do it.
No,
Let's
it's
do it.
okay.
Well, Fringe is in town. There's Hollywood Fringe is happening all of June, and I decided I don't want to compete with amateur shows. No, I had the opportunity to not do the show for the month of June, and I took it. I said,
see.
sell every night out at the 3 Clubs.
Give-
I'm gonna go to fucking Seattle and perform. in
Get a
San
month off.
Francisco.
Sure, all right.
I'm traveling the whole time. I'll be out in cities, out elsewhere.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, do we want to plug those now?
Not yet.
Okay. So if you go to the 3 Clubs, what I was going to say was that was why the McGillicuddy plantation was ostracized in the Deep South.
I'm just starting to-
Well, there was a dark in June. The daughter. That's terrible. All right. So
Racism.
June McGillicuddy.
I wish I had a pearl necklace on just so I can go whoa. Like,
I can get you one.
Whirly right now. Whoa! It won't twirl.
Well, not afterwards.
For a pearl necklace.
In the
Oh my
beginning, it
God,
might.
I was in high school for that. People-
Well, I told that story. I told that story in here.
Pearl necklace.
Yeah. Oh my. Well, I told the story about Rocky Mountains on here, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I told that story. Okay. I got nothing left. I'm on just fumes, man. Because I thought about something the other day, and I'm just like, I should tell that, and I'm just, nah, probably not. Just some fucking. And then I'm like, well, you probably did already. I think I just reran last week's show, just here talking.
Not at all.
So, all right. So the 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica. The Monday Night Teas are still
Yes.
cranking. How was the show this week? Well, I shouldn't even ask. People know it's Sunday. I can't even make up the theater of the mind here. Tomorrow's the show, which is going to be great. And who's on next week's show?
April 25th, Eddie is hosting.
Is that funnyeddie.com?
Funnyeddie.com. Heather Henderson is going to be singing
All right.
and throwing knives at the audience. She always scares me when she does that act. God, I can't remember everybody. I think Pepe LaRue is performing.
Okay.
I may be performing. I'm going to be doing some Vagic while he's hosting.
All right. Well, so that people can find out. Look, if we don't know now, you guys can, like I said, follow her at twitter.com/MNTs,
MNTs.
and that'll tell you all you need to know. If you go to facebook.com/Monday Night Teas and you go ahead and sign up on there, and you will see all the naked performers of the past and the ghosts of
Ghosts of
naked
the
future. Yeah.
Ghost of Naked Future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have that show.
Oh, that sounds like a good show. I'm in.
Ghost of Naked Future.
I'm in.
It's going to be all 70-year-old strippers.
You know what, though? Actually, the rapper Future should put out an album called Ghost of Naked Future, and he should be, like, naked on the cover. I'm fascinated by Future and Kendrick Lamar now. Because my new radio that Jill and I put in the car it's got a subwoofer, and so now I listen to a lot more rap because it sounds fucking amazing. So yes.
I do want to plug a show. April 30th, I will be in Las Vegas at the Boom Boom Room.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to my room where we can do it all night. So that's Las Vegas, April 30th
Yes.
at the Boom Boom Room.
Yeah, the Boom Boom Room.
What's the name of the show?
The Boom Boom Burlesque at the Boom Boom Room.
Oh, okay. Boom Boom Burlesque?
No, it's Burlesque at the Boom Boom Room.
Burlesque?
inside Boomers.
Burlesque at the Boom Boom Room inside
But
Boomers.
I will be in Las Vegas in April if you want to come say hi.
April 30th, come and see Lily. Say hello to her. Check out the show. Buy tickets. Go have fun. I'll be in Las Vegas in June.
When in June?
June 25th for sure, but that
see,
week.
I'll be there June's going to be really hard to record. We'll have to talk about that. We may have to record it all in advance.
Well, that's okay. That's supposing there's a year 9, but we'll see what happens.
Oh.
We'll have a
You gotta do
discussion.
10 years. I was forced to do 10. You have to do 10.
I told you, I'm just fucking keeping this thing on until they release that Earbuds documentary and people go, hey, who's that funny guy? Because I don't want them to fucking go, hey, we love this dude. Yeah, his fucking show's over.
Well, then you just start rerunning the past and no one will know because it will all be new.
No, the core people will know. That's because I actually thought about that. I'm like, because with year 9, I'm like, well, what if I did a thing where I kind of, because I have so much catalog. Like if I brought, every other week, like I did one, a regular show, and then the next week I ran an older show, and then like 2 originals and 2 classics a month.
Year 9 is going to be Tales of the 40-Year-Old Boy, and it's going to be you coming out and doing 20 minutes. Then you're going to wrap a story, and then you're going to come back and you're going to tell a little 5-minute ditty, and then we're going to say goodbye to all our friends.
This sounds like a lot of work. Are you saying I'm gonna do 20 minutes and I'm gonna put an old story in between and then I'm gonna button hook it at the end? Yeah, that's a lot of editing, man. I don't want to fucking do that. Like when I was talking to Michael Wayne, I'm like, hey, dude, they got all the I got all this old catalog, I got all these old shows. I'm trying to figure out, because it got eaten on my computer. They were all in my iTunes store. The iTunes display in chronological order from year 1. I had them in with the name, the artwork, so it was almost like just this Rolodex where I could pull it up. And then when I switched over to Art 19, it gave me this thing. It said, "Do you want to do this?" And I said, "Yes." And everything fucking disappeared out of my iTunes store. So I have like 9 shows, like the last 9 shows over to the fuck. And I'm like, "You're kidding me!" I remember I called you in a panic, and I'm like, "How can I save
They're all
these?"
Your backup, aren't they?
Well, of course, yeah, I have all the audio, and when I send.
No. I mean, you have a full backup of your computer so that you could bring your iTunes back in if you wanted to.
Yeah, but then my iTunes changed. Like, and I don't even remember when the fuck it was. It was like 8 months ago or whatever the fuck, 7 months. So I could find that backup. Well, yeah, but then I have to reinstate from 8 months ago. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I guess I should have done it in the moment right then.
Pull your iTunes in from 8 months ago.
Yeah, but then that's going to change I mean, it's going to fucking eliminate all the new iTunes, right?
No, you'll just pull in that portion of your iTunes.
Seriously?
Yeah,
I got to get Michael Wayne on the phone.
you should.
I'm going to call him, and I got to call Ryan
Call
Dirks.
Wayne Manor.
I got
On the
to.
phone.
Oh my God, the bad phone. Let's get Michael Wayne on the phone. I just want to keep saying his name so his wife keeps walking by going, "What the fuck is going on over there?
Ryan Dirks is Wayne.
Why is these guys still talking about you?"
Wait, what is Wayne's name?
Michael Wayne?
Michael Wayne and Ryan Dirks.
Yes.
They are the Batman and Robin of your show.
Wow.
They are the Bruce Wayne and... Wow, I forgot.
You really forgot.
I did. Bruce Wayne and his Burt Ward. No. His
No.
Ward, his Ward. Yeah. Gone. Totally gone.
I'll even give you the J if you can get it.
No, it's totally
Duh.
gone. It's totally gone.
Well, Jason Todd was beaten to death by the Joker, supposedly, and then he came back, I think.
Bruce Wayne
And his faithful ward,
Luke Perry is not right.
no, it is not. Not right at all.
Justin Bieber is also not right.
No.
I cannot remember his name. My mind is completely blank.
All right. Well, I can tell you that his family was a group of
Ryan
acrobats.
Dirks. It's Ryan
You're
Dirks.
so close.
Done.
His last name is actually very close to Robin's first name.
There you go. You got a Wayne and Dirks.
I do.
Dick Cavett. No, Dick.
Oh, man. You know what? I actually just want to keep recording until you just fucking try to pull it.
Dick Hobocock. That is
No,
not his
you're
name
so
either.
close.
Bruce Wayne and Dick. Fuck.
Say, son, you got to get this.
I got to Dick. I got to the Dick, but I can't Dick.
G. Grayson.
Oh, Dick Grayson.
That's Dick Grayson.
So you do. You have your Batman and Robin of the show.
I
and
do.
I get to be the Wonder Woman then.
But the problem, you know what?
I get to be the Batgirl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can be
I'll be
Batgirl.
Batgirl. They'll be Batman and Robin. And who is Max? Max is.
Alfred.
I like that. Max is Alfred.
Wait, who the fuck am I? Wait a minute. I'm nobody. I'm the Joker. Yeah, that's all right. I can handle that.
You are the chaos.
When I make Dave is just
I love
like.
the fact that the villain is running it all.
Of course.
They're all your henchmen now.
I love the fact that the villain still needs a butler who does all the work. Dave is just like, he's so mad right now that we just made him Alfred. It's like, come on, dude.
Alfred is the brains of the
Of
thing,
course he is.
course.
Although in the new Batman Superman movie, did you see it? Did you sit through it? Oh, Christ. All right. I can't. I've talked about it like for 9 weeks. Huh?
Who would he want to be? Would he want to be the Robin to your Batman? Because honestly,
Oh, he's not Robin. No, if anything, he's Batman, and I'm Batman too. I mean, I don't know.
No, I don't see either of you as Batman.
Should be the Riddler.
I could see him as the Riddler, absolutely. Yeah, not Egghead. Not.
Oh, he's Bane. With the fucking yeah, he's Bane. All right, that's who makes sense. He's Bane.
Okay, he's Bane. You're the Joker, and we've got
A Batman, a Robin, and a Batgirl.
Robin and a Batgirl. I like this. I'm back in for season 9.
All
Are
right.
we getting costumes?
Oh
Are
my
we getting
God.
Team jackets.
Yeah, let's make this a whole cosplay deal.
Yeah, let's not.
And because then everybody can dress up for SchmidtCon.
We're totally having SchmidtCon in Wisconsin.
Yeah, let's have SchmidtCon in Wisconsin and just have it in some bar and everybody has to cosplay as us.
We should have
Dude,
SchmidtCon in Vegas. We should do SchmidtCon
fuck
in
Vegas.
Come to
I
Vegas and do a show in Vegas. I can get you a room in Vegas.
what to do a
I
show?
can get you a showroom. I can get
Yeah,
you
can
a
you get
room in
anybody to
Vegas.
come to it?
I
See,
say
that's
we
the problem.
I say we have SchmidtCon on a Friday night at Boomers, and we'll just pack the place with fucking everyone from out of town.
If people want to do it, let's pick a date.
I think yes. Let's pick a date for SchmidtCon.
All right, the 5 people who still listen to this fucking show now, write me and tell me if you'd come to Vegas for SchmidtCon over a
Make
weekend in
poll
Vegas.
In the Joker's room.
A what?
God, can't you see them all dressed up as superheroes in the audience? This is gonna be the worst.
Not even
fun.
superheroes. I want them to cosplay as us. Fuck superheroes. That's what I'm saying. We got to get a bunch of people dressed like lilies. We got to get a bunch of people dressed like me, like little Schmitties with the red shirt and the blue pants. Bunch of people dressed like mechs. Dude, that's fucking hysterical. Just that white Panama hat that Dave's wearing in every fucking photo these days.
I'm
Huh?
totally in for SchmidtCon.
Fucking SchmidtCon. That's hysterical to me.
SchmidtCon would be so much fun. Even if it's just you, me, and Max, it's fine. Well, of course, Batman and Robin will be there as well.
You got to come as Jill. Jill's got to come as you. I got to come as Dave, and Dave's got to come as me. That's it. That's what we'll all do is fucking SchmidtCon.
I'm sorry, I do think Jill should be Batgirl.
All right. Oh, that's not even funny. I just you hear those squishy noises?
Yeah.
That just
I
fucking
think
happened.
Jill has to be Batgirl because she is good. I would have to be evil. I would have to be Catwoman.
Yeah, you can be Poison Ivy or Catwoman.
I'd have to be Catwoman.
You can be Harley Quinn.
No, I'd have to be Catwoman.
Oh my God, Jill's got to be Harley Quinn because I'm Joker.
Oh, you're right. The Joker and Harley Quinn. Yes.
Dude. Oh, and that.
I heard that.
That's what I said.
I actually heard your penis get hard.
I just said
oh
you.
My God.
I literally. Well, I just said you hear those squishy noises. I mean, that just fucking happened.
I could totally see you and her as the Joker and Harley Quinn.
Dude, well, yeah. I mean, I'm torn though. Like, she's got to be Harley if I'm the Joker. But dude, if she wanted to be Batgirl and wear the fucking Yvonne Craig, the fucking sparkly like outfit. Oh, and her hair is like reddish, so she already has Batgirl's hair. It would come out of the fucking cowl. Oh my Christ.
It could go either way. We'll have to talk with her about it. We'll have to get her on board.
Well, the good news is I know she's not going to hear this, so it's not going to she won't be coming in with any presupposed notions. When we sit down and talk to her, then she'll get the gig of it. So you'll be in Vegas coming up soon,
Yes.
and then I'll be there in June attending. I'm attending a listener's wedding.
When is it? Maybe
June 25th.
So maybe we should just have the SchmidtCon then.
Well, that's too soon.
Why? How is it too soon? It's a month. It's almost 2 months away.
Because it's not about me. It's about this friend's wedding. I mean, I can't.
Okay. When is the wedding? What day?
June 25th.
What day of the week?
That's
is
like a
that?
Friday, I think, or a
So
Saturday.
we have SchmidtCon Saturday and Sunday.
I don't know if I'm in town on the Sunday.
Why not?
Because I think I'm leaving.
If we're having
I think we're already there like
SchmidtCon,
5.
we're in town.
Well,
We're
no, let's have
already there.
SchmidtCon in the fall when it's not, when we got to give people time. Again, I don't even know if there's going to be a year 9. SchmidtCon should come in conjunction with year 9. So once we decide to do that, then we'll decide on SchmidtCon. Let's decide if we're still doing this fucking thing.
4
True.
weeks away. So,
Yes.
So it's the perfect time.
Well, this is episode 50, man. I got to make some
I know,
decisions.
that's why I'm saying if it all happens, why don't we kick it off with SchmidtCon on week 3 in June?
Well, then we got to try to get Max out of his house.
Max
That's not
will
going to
come
happen.
SchmidtCon.
I'll just put him on he'll be on FaceTime.
Max, people are going to be dressed up as you. You're going to love that.
It'll be like what we said, the funniest Halloween costume come to life ever. When you like dress up as a guy's uncle. It's like so stupid. I'm Craig's uncle. I'm Big Guy's uncle.
We
So,
need a theme song. Get on that. SchmidtCon. It's got to sound like the old Justice League kind
did you just yell get on that to Dave?
I did.
You haven't been here for 5 weeks and you're throwing orders around? Get the fuck out of here.
Because it's as dumb as the idea of having
Hey,
Get on that.
get on that. What are you
We need a
doing?
Theme song for SchmidtCon.
Hey, guy doing all the work on every fucking moment of this show. Why don't you go ahead and get on this too?
Well, I have a feeling that if season 9 becomes Tales of the 40-year-old boy, I'm going to be the one doing the editing. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, until you're not. Until you're all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can't do it.
Well, as long as we can plan the schedule around both of our things, why not?
We'll
Tales
see.
Of the 40-year-old boy.
Tales.
Last week on Tales of the 40-year-old boy.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm loving this.
I gotta just hang in till that movie comes out, literally. So then someone sees me and goes, "Hey, I think that dude's kind of funny. Is he still around?" Nope. No, I gotta hang
I
in.
think it's funny that you think that movie's going to come out and anyone's going to see it.
All it takes is one. All it takes is one person to fucking see it at a
Just
festival somewhere.
one
That's
voice
all I
singing in
care
the
about.
dark.
So Monday Night Tees,
Monday Night Tees.
Facebook.com/Monday
there.
Night Tees. Yeah, you go there and see shows and be happy. And I'll say this, we do the 2020 show every month, and we just had a show Monday. Now again, I'm cheating because it's Sunday. So tomorrow is this month's with Jackie and Murray and me.
Can
And
we talk about it next month?
I'm going to talk about it next month. That's what I'm going to say. So I don't know, because I try to book the show early as I possibly can.
Maybe we have SchmidtCon here.
There's no kind of SchmidtCon here. So anyway, next month it's May 16th, I think. It's the third Monday of every month. I'm sorry, Lily's going to check her phone right now.
Jilly. Jilly.
She's going to check her phone and find out exactly what the date is at the 3 clubs on Vine at Santa Monica.
It is the 16th.
May 16th, Monday night in next month. It's going to be a fun show for me, certainly, and hopefully for you if you come out. There's 3 comics. There's me and then 2 other people. Well, I only have 1 booked. But I can tell you that my great friend Jimmy Pardo is going to be joining me in May. May 16th, Monday night. Tickets will be on sale right now, actually. Those are up on Gold Star, yes, Lily? Are they? Is that link still?
Yeah, it's on
Okay.
Gold Star.
So tickets are available at $5 on Gold Star.
Or
And
you can pay 10 on brown paper tickets and we make money.
you can do that, or you can come to the door and pay 20, whatever you want to do.
We only charge 12 at the door.
Oh, do we? Oh, I'm sorry, that was 20. But the very funny Jimmy Pardo will be joining me at 2020 indeed. Because here's a funny story. I saw him at poker, and we were talking about the show, and he goes, you haven't asked me to do that yet. And I said, because it's Monday night at 7:00. I kind of thought it would be an insult. And he literally, I could hear his eyes roll. He just looked at me like, come on. And I said, well, all right, you want to do it in May? And he gets his phone and he goes, absolutely, I'm in. So I'm honored and we're all lucky, and I'm very happy because he is the funniest man on earth. He and Mike Toomey in a neck and neck tie. But he is going to be there May 16th. Jimmy Pardo will be joining me. I'll be up, and I'm still booking the 3rd comic. I'm going to find somebody and have them on the bill.
Can I make a suggestion?
Don't. Are you going to make it 30-30 instead of 20-20-20?
Well, 20 minutes you,
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes Jimmy,
Yes.
20 minutes the 2 of you on 2 bar stools on the stage.
That's never happening, but thank you for suggesting it. That would be
my God.
ridiculously awkward. We're not Martin and Lewis, for fuck's
Oh
sake.
my God, it would be brilliant.
Sure it would. I'm sure Jimmy wants to sit on a fucking bar stool and stare out and just pretend. All right. So anyway, Jimmy will be there. I will be there, and we're finding a 3rd comic. We're looking. But that'll be on May 16th. Tickets are on sale now at Brown Paper Tickets. Tickets are on sale at Gold Star. The link is available on my Facebook page. Why are you making a face? What's going on?
We already have tickets sold to that show.
On May 16th?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, tickets are going quick.
Sure. People bought it.
They don't even know who's going to fucking be there, and now they're doing it.
They
So,
don't care. It's
well, they know I'm going to
just-
be there.
it's
So
Comedy Genius.
people are very nice. So they know that I'm going to be there, which is good news. But now Jimmy's going to be there, so this will be fun. And so we'll get a ticket, and that'll be
This is
fantastic.
like a rare appearance of him out in the wild, isn't it?
Well, he does stuff around town. He'll do
You know
like
what I
set
mean,
list
though.
and
I mean,
prompter.
it's going to be hard for him to put his shoes and his sweater on.
No, it's not. He's gonna totally mosey in and own the fucking joint like he always does.
I'm sorry. I love that he looks like Mr. Rogers to me now.
That he wears the sweater?
Because he wears the sweater.
I was surprised when I went to Zanies and I saw him like a couple years ago. Jill and I went, and I, because I knew him as Suit Jimmy. And he would wear his suit everywhere he went.
I expect him to pull a pipe out and go, oh, blah, 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 blah.
Well, now he's got. I mean, again, like once we
I
had
love it.
once
I'm
we
not mocking it. I love it.
Well, again, when I was with him all the time, he had a suit, all this different stuff, and then all of a sudden he cuts me loose. He gets a tattoo. He's got a kid. He's wearing fucking sweaters, and he's going out and running marathons. And I'm like, holy Jesus, look at you improving your life when you cut an anchor and fucking move on. I'll tell you what.
Tattooing a kid is a big improvement.
Well, I mean, it's a brilliant artwork, and yes, and Oliver's great. And then he's running, like I said, he's running marathons. And he's famous. He's on the Today Show and shit. Of course, I was a fucking millstone. So come out and watch him perform with that millstone in May. I watch me try to fucking infect him again with my terrible virus and make bad things happen for him, like it did before that. Go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com, folks. We got the all sorts of cool stuff there, but mainly we got the Joe Business page. If you go there, we got all sorts of stuff on sale. We've got mystery shirts still on sale. We've sold a couple of those. Thank you for stepping up. And then we've got your dirt shirts available, so go ahead and grab those while you can. We've got all the live stuff, all the Big Angry CD, which I will sign and send to you. We've got Schmidt Comes Alive, Schmidt Alive 2, and Stop Making Schmidt. Those are all live Podfest appearances. We've got the year 1 through 7 individually or as part of the 7 Deadly Schmidts box set. I want to thank our friend Todd, who just went ahead and bought the 7 Deadly Schmidts. 7 Deadly. All right, that's what he bought. Yes, he was a nice man who he donated to the show, and then he just bought the fucking 7 Deadly Schmidts box set. He's just a great guy, and I'm really happy that he has stepped up and done cool things and bought stuff, and he likes it. So good for him. Thank you. And David, our friend David in the Midwest, I think he's in Kansas, or he went and bought in year 1. I don't know, I'm not going to name check everybody who bought everything this week, but thank you. It was cool of you guys to step up and buy stuff. That helps the show. Also on Tweaked Audio helps the show. I just got money from them. I mean, like I said, I didn't even realize that we were still doing them, but we are, thankfully. They are doing so. If you go to tweakedaudio.com/40YOB, I believe you will see that, and we get a cut from that. Thank you so much. What else is available at the Joe? Oh, you know what? Word Pimp Schmitty and the Misanthropic Gangster. That's music from the 40-Year-Old Boy podcast. And Heroes, also the album from the 40-Year-Old Boy podcast. Those are available now. You can go ahead and pick those up with a $7 donation to the show. They're free. We will send you all of this music and fun, and you'll be very happy that you got it. At least I think you will be. You should be very happy. Why wouldn't you be very happy? Was my voice even in the microphone there as I turned my head? I hope so. And I'll do this because why not? Uber is psychotically searching for drivers in Los Angeles. I don't understand why. But the deal now is if you use my referral code, I'm not even kidding. Like if you do 100 trips by May, the end of May, you get $500 and I get $500. And for the more people I refer, I get more money. Like it's this ridiculous. I can make $6,000 if I refer 5 people who do by the end of the month. I don't even fucking know. Uber's just taking over the fucking world. So if you want to be an Uber driver, you can use my code, which is, this is all lowercase, DJZW1YTTUE. That's DJZW1YTTUE. Go to uber.com, become a driver, and use my referral code, and then I'll get money. You'll get money, and I'll get a lot of money, and you'll get a lot of money. I mean, it's $500 if you do 100 rides. If you do that by the end of May, which is like a fucking... And it's 25 rides a week, which is, over 7 days. You're doing 3 a day, 4 a day. I mean, I was doing 30 rides a day. So, I mean, you could maybe knock it the fuck out in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So, DJZW1YTTUE, that's at uber.com. Use my referral code. If you want to go to Lyft, use Mike720057, and that's all caps, MIKE 720057. And, of course, if you want to use MileIQ, which is the mileage program I use that sponsors the show now, or they don't really. They're just offering free stuff if you guys use my name. Go to mileiq.com/invite/HFVHB. That's mileiq.com/invite/HFVHB. Now, also on the Joe Business page, you can donate to the show. Just straight up donate like our friend Todd did. You can send money. You can donate monthly, where we'll get monthly donations. And I want to thank our friend Joe. Joe Evil, but he donated for a long time, and he actually just stopped. And I don't know why I have to write him a note, but I want to thank him on here and just thank him for the years and years and years. I met him in Cleveland. I mean, that's how long ago he's been donating. So thank you, Joe. I appreciate you stepping up. That was so cool of you. Thank you for all your support for the show. And if you guys want to donate individually or monthly, you can subscribe for $2 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, $25 a month. That would be really cool. Thank you. And also the Amazon link is on our Joe Business page. Go ahead and use the Amazon link and anything you buy, we get a taste of. You just click on our Amazon link, then you go through our store in the upper left-hand corner, go to Amazon itself, buy stuff, you get stuff, Amazon gets money, and we're in the middle, siphoning off dough. We're taking dollars for ourselves. And a lot of you have been really cool and stepped up and used the Amazon link, and it's actually turning out to be a nice, I mean, it's actually kind of paying for, you know, a certain, like it'll pay for my cell phone bill and something else. I mean, it's doing really well. I don't know why I'm fucking breaking it down like that for you, but you're nice. So buy stuff through Amazon. It really helps out the show. And it always cracks me up because, like, you know, I do other shows and I'll hear them. They have their Amazon links. How much money is fucking Amazon making? I mean, they rule the earth. They're making literally billions a day. They have to be, just in selling trinkets and you know, gay / fiction. I mean, they're just doing all that and making so much cash.
Rabbits.
Yeah, all that stuff. So, but thank you if you're going to buy any gay / fiction or rabbits, go ahead and use our Amazon code, please, and we'll get a taste of it. That'd be fantastic. And now I'm going to go watch nothing because I literally have no television. It's Sunday night. It's like fucking 11 o'clock. Because you know, Lily comes over at 7 and we talk for, you know, because I haven't seen her in over a month. So I have to hear about the goings on in the world of burlesque. Certainly, I've got to be updated on that. And then she has to hear about me blowing up the bed. And then I have to do the show where I tell her about I blew up the bed. It's like, basically, I just did this whole show before I even got on the goddamn microphone. That's not true. But yeah, I now, you know, because I'm leaving again. When do I leave? Tuesday. And I fly and I'm going home, which is going to be awesome. And then I'll be back here in a week, and then I've got to fucking go back Ubering. I wanted to sign the car up to Uber because I came home here and I expected I was going to get the DMV squared away and the car squared away and then get back on the road Ubering, which I don't want to do. I really don't. I want to get a gig. I mean, I don't want to be driving. And even Jill's like, honey, you can't anymore. And I'm like, and then, you know, having done it for a month, I don't want to. I mean, I wanted to this weekend. I tried to, but then fucking sure enough, I go to the DMV. And I wait in line and I pay to register the car and I had an appointment. I had to make an appointment, you know, fucking 8 days in advance. And that was the soonest appointment, motherfucker. And that was in Van Nuys because I tried to do it in Hollywood and all these different other areas. And there was like the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th. Well, I finally got one for the 15th in Van Nuys. I'm like, good. So I go there and I wait in line and I do the fucking thing. Then I wait 20 minutes after my appointment and then I get called and she checks me in. And I got the fucking most meticulous DMV person in the world. She basically got a... No, man, because the last time I went, this chick fucking looked at my paperwork. She goes, all right. And she handed me license plates and I bailed. So then I go to this new girl. I get setting up there to get my license plate. She starts going through my paperwork and she's like, all right. And so you're just moving to California? I said, no. She goes, well, where's your driver's license? I go, it's here. And I handed it to her. She goes, you got to put that in the form. And I go, well, no, they told me to sign wherever there's an orange dot. There was no dot by the license. If you see a place to fill it in your license at the DMV, sir, you should definitely fill it in. And by the way, this chick weighs like 190 pounds and she's wearing a Slayer t-shirt. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, literally, is it casual fucking Friday? Why don't you throw on something with buttons? Could you fucking do that? Oh, I see. Because they won't work on you. Could you go ahead and... I mean, I don't know what kind of mandatory lunch breaks they have there, but she's not missing them. So she's fucking grilling me and she's going through my paperwork and she's flipping the pages. And then at the end of it, she just goes, okay, well, you need a smog check. And I said, it's a hybrid. She goes, yeah, but every car that comes in California needs a smog check. And I go, but it's a hybrid. It's a clean engine burning whatever the fuck vehicle. She's like, no, I can't give you your license plates today. No, and I made this fucking appointment 8 days in advance. I waited in fucking line. I get to the front. She goes, so you can, and this is after I paid, by the way, motherfucker. I gave her my money and she ran up and she took my fucking, whatever it was, $900. And then she's like, so you'll have to get your smog check and then come back. I'll give you this temporary permit. I go, look, I'm leaving town Tuesday morning. I mean, I'm only here for like a couple more days. You guys aren't open on the weekend, right? And she goes, no. And I go, well, can I just come back in and walk right up to you? She goes, no, you have to wait in line. I go, but I had an appointment. She goes, yeah, but this is your appointment. I go, but I can't. I mean, I literally have all the paperwork. I just have to come and show you a smog check form, and you can hand me my license plates, right? She goes, yeah, but we can't do it like that. You got to make another appointment if you want me to. I think we have another one in a week. And I'm like, you're fucking joking, right? I said, all right, so what time do you close? She said, 5 o'clock. I go, if I get back here, can I just walk up to your window? She goes, no, you have to wait in line. I go, fine. So I had an appointment to take my car to get fixed anyway by Dave, Australian Dave, who runs the auto service where I bring my car. By the way, Jill is like, you know, I think I told you she heard Dave on the phone. Did I tell you, were you here for this?
No.
Dude, because I've been doing Dave's voice. Hey, Mike, how you doing there, mate? I hope things are all right. I miss you, mate. It's good talking to you. So she heard him on the phone once, and I hung up, and I think I told this on the show already, and she just goes, you know, Max is wrong. You do that. You really actually sound like him. And I'm like, ha ha, yes.
Vindicated.
Because Dave is like, man, quit doing that fucking voice.
Vindicated.
So I called Dave and I set it up. So I was going to bring in the car, and I get there and I go, dude, first of all, you got to smog me. And he goes, we don't do that, mate. He goes, but I got a guy who does it. It's about a mile away. You just go up over these two streets. And so I hustled from the Van Nuys DMV down to Santa Monica where my auto guy is. Then I had to hustle over and get a smog check, come back, and he had to put 4 new tires on my fucking car because it kept pulling way to the right. He's like, yeah, these treads are like bad in the inside. Like, I don't even know how you made it out here. So I had to buy 4 new tires, whatever the fuck. But the DMV was only a mile and a half from his auto place. So he finished the car at like 4:48. And I hopped in and I hustled as much as I could to go over on Colorado. And I pulled in. I walked in the door at 4:57. And even when I was pulling up, I'm like, they're not going to let me in. I mean, I know because it's a government thing. It's like the bank. You ever go to the bank and it's like 4:51 and they're like, sorry, we can't let you in. And they're like, well, you close at 5. Well, yeah, but we have enough people in here to get us through to 5. Fuck you, man. Fuck this. I'm here. It's not 5. I hate that. And the guard is like looking at you like, what am I going to do? Knock the fucking joint over? I'm depositing an 80-cent fucking residual check from Malcolm in the Middle. So but at 4:57, man, they let me walk in. And I walked up to the woman at the counter, and this is the time to fucking go, because I walk up to this woman at the counter, and I said, hey, I was in earlier, and I needed a smog check, and now I got it, so I got to pick my license plate. She goes, here you go, honey. Handed me a ticket. It was B220, and they were on B210. So I sat there for about 30 minutes. And then they called me up to the window, and she goes, hi, how can I help you? And I said, I need to get my license plates. And I handed her the registration with the sticker. And she goes, oh, okay. Or not the sticker, it was just the registration and the temporary. And I handed it to she got my license plates. She didn't ask for my smog check. She never looked at the fucking piece of paper. She literally just went, oh, okay. I handed her what they had handed to me at the other DMV. She never asked for the smog check proof and just turned around and got me my license plate. Well, no kid, that's exactly right, right? So it's like it's fucking 5 because it's 5:28 and they all want to go home. So literally, I could have just said, hey, can I get some license plates? She'd go, yeah, no problem. You just fucking handed them to me and how to walk the fuck out, just throwing them around my goddamn neck like I was a human car. Who fucking cares? But sure enough, she didn't even look at the fucking smog check. She's just like, oh, here you go, and hands me the fucking plates. And I was like, dude, that's fucking genius. I'm excited. I'm gonna get out of here. You know what? While I'm here, can you take a driving test for fuck's sake? I mean, just go ahead, put it on ice for a little. Max always says people skip the closing music. I say people love your closing music, so let's prove it to them. If you've listened this far, write me at heymexilistened@gmail.com and we'll send you a 40-year-old boy hearing commemorative Facebook profile picture that you better fucking put up, you dick. Sorry about the dick thing. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't want you to miss any of that brilliance.